I did it. I did it. All right, I gotta change. Well, hold on. I changed the name of the thing. Yeah, no, we're not gonna just sit here and watch me eat a salad. That's weird. That's fucking weird. Nobody likes to do that. Stream manager, how do I change the thing on my thing? Just chatting. I did it. You've watched me do weirder? You haven't seen me choke a hot dog. Have you? Did I like choke on a hot dog like it was a fucking glitzy gulper? Glizzy, whatever. Did that happen? I don't even know. I would never choke on a hot dog. It's so fucking gay. You know, like, there's guys that, like, is it gay? Is it weird that I don't like to eat hot dogs because they make me think of dicks? And it's like, you're like, oh, that's really insecure. But at the same time, like, yeah, eating a hot dog looks like you're eating a dick. Like, it does. It does. You know, like, when the hot dog falls down your throat, yeah, you know, yeah, it is. Okay, I get it. Oh, we were eating hot dogs the other day, and I was like, honey, I feel like hot dogs are underrated. And she's like, yeah, hot dogs are great. I'm like, and they use every part of the rat. And then she just looked at me like this.
This video contains many certifiable thought crimes.
Is that too loud? I can't tell.
Co-op shooter that plays exactly like No Man's Sky, except instead of exploring the cosmos, you die horribly in the Somme. Every copy of Helldivers 2 is personalized.
Loud?
Joel wanted me to fight 10,000 fire ants. In a universe where humanity is beset on all sides by curious wildlife and the actual Terminators, Super Earth, the galaxy's last and only bastion of managed democracy, sends its finest men, women, and children over 7 to liberate and spread freedom to the most horrifying hellscapes known to man, where war crimes are not only justified, but are necessary. We play as the Helldivers, humanity's finest in emancipation and friendly fire incidents. But there's no need to worry about that last one because we are incredibly expendable. All across the galaxy, Liberty's enemies march ever closer. But through the power of teamwork, friendship, and 500 kilogram bombs, we will fight for freedom, for democracy, and most importantly, because it's really funny. Dudes be like, Helldivers 2 is military propaganda. My brother in Christ. It worked. Triple the defense budget.
He's right. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize my mouse was there.
The first thing you'll notice upon entering the SES Judge of Judgment is the incredibly stupid name. And yes, you are able to name it other things using the Wizard 101 naming scheme. Things like the Pride of Pride, Star of the Stars, Patriot of Patriotism, and my personal favorite, the Founding Father of Family Values, because this game has a lot of violence in movies.
Oh, there's an apple in my salad.
Oh, here you see me depicted as the Soy Wojak. The second thing you'll notice upon entering the bridge is the ongoing galactic war, and that we are currently fucking losing the galactic war. Which is why
how are we doing on that front, by the way, right now, guys?
Exactly 3 of our friends, and choose which planet is in vital need of the democratic process. If you don't have any friends, then I hope you can speak good Mandarin. I think I did something to make him mad. But to win the Galactic War, we must first understand the Galactic War. We can ill afford another Malevolon Creek, which is why I'm going to go over each of the two fronts that are currently reducing us to smears across the galaxy. And I'm going to do it at difficulty 7 or above, which is coincidentally the perfect enlistment age. On the left-turn side of the political spectrum, we have the Automaton Front, an enemy focusing on range tactics, heavy armor in slight excess, and an extremely high amount of explosive ordnance. Oh, I'm out of here, guys, later. If that sounds a little bit intimidating, then don't worry. I haven't even gotten to the horde of angry chainsaws yet. Chainsaw Man reference goes in the video here, but talking about the Automaton Front is never complete without talking about the fucking Creek.
Yeah!
As it is known by our
I survived the
veterans.
Creek!
Space Vietnam. This goddamn planet has been single-handedly responsible for most of our casualties.
My leg!
Is this SpongeBob? And that is genuinely impressive considering that 10 million men have already died in the Battle of the Madagascar Lemur. Those are considered rookie numbers, and we're already outpacing the Taiping Rebellion. In fact, every single military operation we conduct is in some way related to Malevolon Creek. And personally, I don't really see what all the hype is about. After all, it's just one planet. How important could one planet possibly be?
I am a human supremacist! I am a human supremacist! Our supremacy will not end on this planet! I am a human! We will go interdimensional. We will unlock the secrets of the universe. God has laid them out like Christmas presents for his children.
Boot camp's got fucking weird recently. Malevolon Creek, and by extension, the rest of the front, is essentially an exercise in how much PTSD one man can possibly get. Their firepower is so overwhelming, so absolutely constant, that describing it as an endless retreat where you accidentally accomplish all of your objectives would be very generous, as it implies that I do the objectives.
Fucking shit!
This can occasionally push you into what we call unfortunate tactical positions, at which point your main options for survival are going to be watching your slower friends get burned to death in the Mekong. I will never unhear that scream. So yes, this planet may be what economists call bad use of our human capital, but after dealing with several days of what I can only describe as angry...
Malevolon Creek is actually described as sunk cost. It was so... There were so many fucking people trying to get the creek back that they had to make it the major order, or else we would have lost every operation after that. It was so fucking stupid.
Forklift decommissioning. Oh shit, this motherfucker's not OSHA certified. You really need a stepladder for that, sir. Okay, call me crazy, but I think there's a turret around this corner, guys. I fucking hate the creek. I can safely say that the attachment has become fucking personal. And honestly, I just want to see how many bodies one planet can hold. We lost Vietnam, we lost Afghanistan, and yes, we definitely lost America. So goddammit, I am not going to lose this shit to ones and zeros. God gave this galaxy to a non-binary species, and service guarantees gender affirmation. Fun facts about the bot front. Number 10, man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke. Number 9, if you happen to make the mistake of fighting here, you're quickly going to realize that most of our forces are Chinese, each one taking glorious revenge against the steel plants they work in. Very auspicious behavior. And conversely, we Guilo have been sent by our barbarian prince to fight the hordes of angry roaches. For it is the God-given right of the defense lobby to remind the bugs that it is man who is made in God's image. Really can't wait to die on fucking, legally distinct Klendathu. The Terminid front, the Terminid population problem is a wide assortment of increasingly horrifying demons, each one abandoned by their creators in completely different ways. My guy's got a bad case of the rigor mortis. We've got small bugs, big bugs, immortal bugs, bugs that function as artillery, and of course, the bugs that stalk you at night. Thankfully for us though, napalm is an equal opportunity employer, and a lot of positions are open right now. That is to say, once you start fighting the bugs, you do not stop for about 40 minutes or so, because they just spawned a battalion from the ground like the goddamn Viet Cong for the 3rd time in a row, and I do not have enough raid for this shit. Good fucking throw, dude. I just want to walk to the McDonald's, guys. I'm just a level 1 goblin. It's literally my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. And do you want to know the worst part about this war? We, don't really know how they move between planets. And I don't think they have what you would call a plan. Rather, the Terminids simply appear in places they wish to eviscerate. Kind of like a Whole Foods. So, you can imagine my shock when I learned that those white bitches were trying to gentrify the moon. They are ruining the amazing local culture of, California. I hope it's becoming obvious that fighting these things under normal circumstances is what we call, same-day shipping to God. What the fuck? Fortunately for us, though, we have access to a wide variety of unique and hilarious tools, which are only accessible via inputting a series of hand signs, informally known as airstrike.
I fucking can't. I fucking can't. Oh my god. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Oh my god, he's completely right. Jesus Christ.
Hilarious tools, which are only accessible via inputting a series of hand signs, informally known as airstrike jutsu. Whether it's big airstrikes, bigger airstrikes, biggest airstrike the engine can sustain, or airstrikes that specialize in killing everything except the enemy. There are so many bad guys with so much damage to be done that the most challenging part is keeping your team out of the blast radius.
I got 500 kilograms ready.
What have you fucking done? And yes, you do have to throw them, which means you can drop them, throw the wrong asset, and even attach them to enemies that are running into you. My personal favorite combination is definitely the napalm and chlorine gas, for when you really, really want your enemies to feel pain. Inside and out. We also offer a gluten-free variety. Now, of course, airstrikes aren't the only thing we can deliver, just most of them, because here at the Defense Department, we take care to provide, why can't I say words? A wide array of support tools. And by support tools, I mean the machine gun, which are crucial and necessary for fighting, literally anything. We've got flamethrowers, jetpacks, automatic lasers that demand human sacrifice, average American police taser with unlimited ammo, automatic targeting, and a vendetta against teammates. For when you really hate everything in a general direction, railguns that encourage you to fire volleys like Napoleonic line infantry. It also has two fire modes called safe mode and unsafe mode. And of course, the giant death robots that randomly explode sometimes. What? That is the last time I buy a fucking Tesla. My personal favorite strategy involves everyone giving
those
their mechs to the
exosuits just blowing up for no reason.
Who will proceed to stay inside of 6 different wheelchairs for 40 minutes. And as a caveat, we force him to crawl on the ground between mechs for immersion reasons. But honestly, all of these fantastic tools absolutely pale in comparison to the fast and convenient resupply of GamerSup's energy drinks, here to give you a fantastic boost to your gaming abilities, which, if you want to win this battle, I will now expect of you. We in the Chinese are not going to be taking back Osto 2 on 8 hours of sleep, but they did also release a sleep aid. In case somebody gives you too much energy, how am I getting away with this shit? GamerSupps comes in many different flavors, such as Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Grandpa's Ashes, and Good. It's just good. All at the low price of 40 cents per stratagem, which is literally cheaper than the dirt I am dying over. I went to Amazon and checked. So if you are still watching this video somehow, and God bless you if you are, you can have GamerSupps delivered with 10% off by opening the description and
is this a
clicking
real
the special stratagem code. What else do we have?
Is that a real
we
product?
have sentry guns, in case you really don't want to play the game, as well as a strange amount of primaries that are child safe. Can't wait for the devs to nerf this one and say some shit like, sorry, Helldivers, Command sent us rigatoni instead of railgun shells. Now, in this kind of environment with this many fireworks, casualties are not just expected. They are required. You don't really get to 12 million by being an easy game.
I think the Helldivers like casualty numbers are
my teammates'
like
tragic
the stat tracking now that it's working is like a massive big deal for like how fun the game is.
Helldiver, ready to fight and die for the worst planets you have ever seen.
I think it's
like
fucking incredible
Christ, you
to see, like, yeah, there's 250 fucking thousand people trying to take back the creek.
Comprised of exploring new and fantastic worlds, and then building a Walmart supercenter on them. Local residents be damned. To that end, we have a great diversity of missions, like geological surveys, rescuing civilians who move their heads like confused avians.
He's like a chicken.
Spreading industrial amounts of carcinogenic gas and launching the fucking nuclear missile. We did it, Patrick. We saved Istanu, along with a myriad of side objectives, which usually boil down to killing everything that moves, and occasionally loading a gun that will do it for you. We don't really talk about the eradicate missions because they tend to play themselves, all in service to liberate a planet by an astounding 0.0003%.
I love it.
This isn't a fucking charity, all right? Reach 100% liberation and lose all of it the very next day. I am currently reporting to you from the 5th Siege of Hellfire. Planets in Helldivers also have a unique blend of beautiful environments, like the Heaven planet, where it is impossible to escape God's light. The Constant Meteor Storm planet, where it is illegal to stand still. The Fire Tornado planet. The weird fucking animal planet. I'm going to call you Genghis Shinglesbringer. And the planet that, before it was removed from the game, randomized your airstrikes, which made the process of calling a resupply much more interesting. Please put this back in the game. Look, Helldivers is a game that gives you a lot of tools, and a lot of places to use them. So honestly, the task of describing it all to you is, not my fucking job. The developers are literally adding things faster than I can show them to you. I, began making this video before mechs existed, so inevitably...
This video is fucking 7 days old, and it's footage entirely of the Western Front that no longer exists.
When the day comes that Arrowhead adds the secret third faction that we don't legally know anything about, I guess I'll be making a video about it. As long as this one gets views. Overall, Helldivers 2 is an absolute chaotic mess, where every mission begins and ends with the assumption that we are not going to make it. And yet, somehow, some way, I still find a way to disappoint my friends. Some may consider it difficult, while others may consider it fucking bullshit. But personally, surviving against all odds in the face of complete, absolute absurdity is a big reason that I still love this game, no matter how many game-breaking bugs they introduce. Sorry, Helldivers. This gun's accuracy rating is so high that it causes integer overflow. And with the Galactic War still ongoing, our story of spreading managed democracy has only just begun. We have the ships. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like the angry Chinese guy. Service guarantees affordable healthcare. They'll keep fighting, and they'll win. As long as the bug front plays the game today. On a more personal note, the Ministry of Truth extends its gratitude to all of its very kind patrons, enabling and financing our propaganda on a truly galactic scale. Your money is being put to excellent use, making only the funniest and most original content. Anyways, time to report to my execution now.
That was a great fucking video. Now I'm watching a lot of that footage that had Dragon's Dogma stuff in it, which we can watch.
Okay, the script for the intro's ready. Here you go.
Oh, Jet, look! Oh,
Wow.
all right, from the top. Gary, your lines first. Hey!
Why is this so complicated?
Take two. Action.
Hey, we're kind of nice at this.
You said there'd be Latinas here. Excuse me, what in the actual
Audio jungle.
are you doing in my house?
We're celebrating. Come on, Eggman.
Oh, a celebration, huh? Haven't you forgotten someone? No, your game is terrible.
Not me, you morons! Him!
Whoa, God! His game is even worse!
Too bad! You agreed to finish his story!
Yeah, let's just kill him.
Agreed.
Oh my god.
Wait! I brought pizza.
Dear God.
Oh, that's great. That's great. See what I'm talking about? All right. Let's do it, everyone. Let's watch the Mortal Kombat. I'm sure this will be so exciting.
There are no sacred laws, no divine rules. I choose what is right.
Oh my god, Havoc sucks.
And I choose to bless all beings everywhere with anarchy.
This new Havoc is different from ours. He doesn't want freedom. He wants to burn everything down. Let real warriors handle this.
Oh. They're wearing suits.
My will is unbreakable.
I don't want Cyrax and Sector to wear suits. I want them to be cyborg freak-ass abominations. You know?
The future is chaos. All must embrace it.
Oh, dude, he looks terrible. Oh, that is a bad hat.
I am he, though not as you remember.
What did Havoc do to you?
He perfected me.
Wow, he looks awful.
First Shang Tsung, now this Havoc?
This would be amusing.
Will the threats from these titans never cease? Tell me, how do we escape this crisis?
It disgusts me how you've corrupted the Lin Kuei.
Make no mistake, we are here because of your treachery.
There will be blood. Do you like scary movies?
Holy shit, that's terrible.
Finish him.
Oh, okay. Bro, who cares? Alright, so I'm going to tell you right now. Alright, does anybody want to hear what I have to say? Great, you're going to hear it. You know how Sakurai was like super mad that people put up the Brawl cutscenes on the YouTube, and he's still mad about that? He's mad about that as hell. And he's like, fine, I'm not going to put fucking cutscenes in the game anymore. I'm just going to use them for the budget, blah, 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 right? Okay, well, I think he was wrong about that, but I think he was actually right about Mortal Kombat. I think the ability to look up fatalities on YouTube completely destroyed any reason for them to exist in the game at all, ever. Because you're never going to do them when you're running sets, ever. When you're running sets and you're like, I would like to play lots of matches, people running fatalities, you're like, okay, cool, yeah, you got it, great, fine, whatever. Yeah, brutalities are way better, I think. That's what I think. All right, so Nakey Jakey's gonna talk more shit about Red Dead, so fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, whatever. New York City is one of the most populated places on planet Earth. Times Square, Central Park, or Zaza City. Oh, sorry. You can immediately clock it and say, boom, okay, that's New York. We are in New York right now. This is such a random New York moment. Oh my God. It's impossible to count how many pieces of media take place in the biggest apple,
at least 4 or 5.
Just video games. But one game. One very special game that I still think about a lot, a game that had a big city impact on my delicate small town frame, is Grand Theft Auto 4. I'm one of the many insane people that actively choose to live in this giant rat hole of a city, and GTA 4 is a big reason for that. I am obsessed with the scope and detail of the architecture, the super dramatic lighting, the Blista compact, the psychotic physics engine. And the craziest part, actual New York feels a lot like that. Well, not the physics engine part, but
I don't know.
How did Rockstar do that? How did they condense the atmosphere of this massive city onto a single Xbox 360 DVD while still having it possess that intangible, how you say, je ne sais quoi? That's not even GTA 4, that's Halo.
Hey, so somebody in the chat says GTA 4 is so much better than 5, it's crazy. I think 4 is the last game they made where you were allowed to play it. I think it's the last game that Rockstar made that you were allowed to play. Did Red Dead 1 come after GTA 4? Okay, well then Red Dead is.
5. That singular question defines what I love the most about Rockstar games. And I think it's why I keep making like a billion videos about them. Rockstar's game design is outdated, might forever be the most viewed thing on my channel,
Probably.
and I am very okay with that. I'm really proud of that video, and I stand by just about everything I brought up, including, but not limited to, the busted-ass wanted system and a series of incredibly linear missions that treat you like a child with no brain.
I like that
or
this
functioning
YouTuber is
phones.
telling me my own thoughts back to me.
Red Dead 2 has been
squatting in my abandoned mine cottage for the better part of the past 6 years.
Hell
and
yeah.
I think it's because I also stand by other
Tell
things
me
I
my own
said,
thoughts.
like how this game has some of the best writing of any piece of fiction I've ever consumed, and that it looks and sounds like God. Much like how GTA 4 captures the distinct feeling of being in New York, Red Dead 2 captures Jenny Bissayen-Kwa for the American wilderness that I personally know, while also capturing something so beyond what I could ever know. That push and pull of loving something so much, yet being so frustrated by it. This game had to be more than just a busted wanted system or thumbless child simulator, right? Blu-ray discs are big as hell, and this game came on 2 of them, so you bet your ass they could fit a lot of real estate on these hogs. After revisiting this Titanic game, this time powered by my Titanic computer, which is in turn powered by 6 Titanic Sega Dreamcasts in a human centipede type formation, I'd love to share with you what I discovered while returning to Red Dead Redemption 2.
I feel so bad for him for the yoga ball thing. It's really obvious that he did it in a couple videos, and then it was like, well, if he doesn't do it, he'll be killed by God. It's like if I ever like got tall and
remains the most beautiful game I have ever seen, and that surprised no one. Everything about the art design is straight up surgical. The insane level of detail that grazes every millimeter of this colossal map. The precise historical authenticity that touches even the dinkiest of objects. The romanticized dreamy realism that somehow drenches everything in the most beautiful lighting at all times. It has and will continue to blow my back out. Watching a long-ass GDC talk about how much work went into just the horses, the horse animations alone, had me like 2 more videos about horses from becoming a horse girl. But oh my god, playing on PC made me never want to look at a PS4 again. Get out of my room, Sony Pony! This game doesn't only somehow look even better, but it feels way better too. There's still a considerable amount of input delay when doing anything just because that's how Rockstar intended. Like you're puppeteering a hefty bag of flesh and bones versus flicking around a super responsive super soldier, but a high frame rate helps a lot to make just about every interaction feel smoother. Side note, the fact that they still haven't released any sort of next-gen update for PS5 that does like 4K 60, even after they've already re-released GTA 5 and did the same thing, is a straight-up felony.
You have a GTA Online.
Hi, I'm Jakey, and Jakey, attorneys at law. Thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring this video. The internet will likely lead to the end of all humanity, but that doesn't mean our browsers have to be boring in the meantime. Opera GX is a web browser built for gamers. Path of righteousness. I haven't seen my family in 7. Anyways, I think he was saying something. Now, because this is on PC now, and I've already played this game a ton, my devious white ass was immediately like, okay, is there a mod to skip the longest intro screen known to man? Because booting this game up takes forever. And then I saw it. I saw the massive list of other mods available, and much like a very gaslit romantic partner, I softly whispered to myself, I can fix him. I knew I wouldn't ever be able to change how restrictive and boring so many of the game's linear missions were. That shit was set in stone. But what if I could address all of the other issues I had outside of the missions? And this is when mommy went off the deep end. Loot everything fast as shit. Buy a house, rob a bank, spin your gun, crazy hair, crazy ragdolls, dog companion. After installing so many different mods to try and fix the inconsistently broken wanted system, mods to fix how busted the in-game economy is, mods that let me fight the annoying ass kids in Saint Denis, I stopped myself. I was doing too much. I realized that if the purpose of this experiment was to revisit and reevaluate a piece of art, I should probably try to keep it in its originally intended pure vanilla state, right? Totally, yes, totally, yes. But also maybe I keep a few of them?
Yeah, keep a few.
Okay, so Arthur has 3 speeds, right? Walking, running by holding A, and full mashing A sprinting. There's no middle ground between crawling and blasting off, so navigating tight spaces always annoyed the piss out of me. But let me also just say this, perchance. There is already an in-between speed that exists in the game, but only when you're fast walking around camp. Fast walking outside of camp lets you use that brisk walk anywhere you want. I know this may not sound like that big of a deal, but oh my god, if you have played the game as much as I have, you know that this is actually actually kind of a huge deal. Arthur felt so much easier to puppeteer once I had the option to move just a bit more urgently. Moving around combat arenas and not having to either slowly walk or sloppily sprint in between cover, even leading your horse around feels so much better, and I did it way more now that I didn't have to tiptoe through the window. Shout out to Corva for making this mod. It caused like 0 issues with my playthrough, and it's actually incredible. On controller, you could still do the slow walk, you just half press. On mouse and keyboard, you can use the push to talk button to toggle between the 2 walks. You guys are gamers, you'll figure it out. Okay, so in general, this game heavily leans into a more grounded vibe with all of its realistic animations, right? Cooking a steak one by one, opening a cabinet drawer by drawer, slowly skinning an animal with an unskippable animation, and then slow walking its massive pelt to your horse. It's very clear that Rockstar really wants you to slow down and truly feel like you're living in Arthur's custom crafted immersive moccasin.
No, I don't want to.
But a big thing I complained about before is that when it comes to other things like the weather or your portable camp, the game just goes, realism frosts my ass. I hate her. I don't fucking know her. 90% of the time, it doesn't really matter what clothes you're wearing unless you go up into the snowy mountain section part of the map. You can essentially go the majority of the game wearing the same outfit, whether it's 90 degrees in the swampy south or 45 degrees in the Dakota, south. I remember this felt like such a missed opportunity because the outfit crafting in this game is actually immaculate, and you can pair layers with other layers to achieve, in theory, varying layers of warmth. But again, the vanilla game doesn't really do much with any of this. Humidity and temperature overhaul by Bowman 70 fixes all of that. The middle symbol on this new core changes color when you're not optimally dressed for the current weather, and if you're not optimally dressed, it will slowly start to drain your health and stamina cores.
Yeah.
This could mean needing more layers of warmth in the chilly woods versus wearing less layers in the soupy swamp. The outside ring is your current resistance to any harsh weather, so putting on a hat to shield yourself from beaming sunlight or hard rain strengthens the ring. Regardless of what you're wearing though, if you get caught in a storm, your clothes are going to get wet and that ring is going to drain no matter what. But going into a warm interior to find shelter or standing near any sort of heat source actively changes your temperature and heats your ring back up. This mod automatically turns off during missions so that it doesn't cause any problems too, which is great. But in the open world, it feels like such a natural, immersive addition to the existing realism formula that Rockstar was already going with that I seriously can't imagine playing the game without it now. Watching a storm from inside your tent feels way more cozy and grounded and immersive when the rain actually has an effect on the player. And speaking of camping, I hated how the vanilla camp system worked back in 2018, and it still frosts my ass. I hated how it automatically teleported you to a predestined location. I hated how the rain did not affect your ability to make a fire. I hated how sensitive the perimeters were of when and where you could spawn your magic teleporting camp. The Camp Anywhere mod does not fix all of these issues, but it certainly validates a lot of my complaints and desires. It's exactly what it sounds like, a custom menu that lets you spawn either your whole camp or individual elements of a camp wherever you want. Oh, you found the most gorgeous view and you want to put your tent in that exact spot? Talk your shit, Arthur! Oh, you want to build a fire right by a frozen lake while you're fishing so that you can immediately cook any giant fishies that you catch without having to teleport away to an entire camp just to cook them, and also standing next to the fire is in perfect synergy with the weather mod I was just talking about? What the hell? This is the best day of my life! I think you get why I love this mod so much. Camp Anywhere makes exploring this fucking beautiful, majestic world just a tad more engaging because it's one more choice that the player gets to make for themselves. A choice capable of creating magical, emergent moments that feel so
I
much
just
more
want to be able to do missions in a not linear manner. That's all I want.
Game. So picking a specific spot to settle down with your precious boy or girl feels supernatural. But again, this mod is not perfect, dude. Camp Anywhere really said camp anywhere, for better or worse.
Hey, this is my genuine reaction. I didn't know that guys would actually get into your tent.
I want to climb boxes and go through the vent and have them go,
Arthur,
how'd you get in the vent?
Pre-selected places for the player to set up their camp to avoid shenanigans like this. But I still think a middle ground definitely could have been achieved, at least like letting you manually place down a fire or a bedroll in way more places. I'm not saying you even gotta chop wood or anything to make a fire, even though that's already kind of in the game too. JK, LOL, I'm sorry. But am I sorry? Sadly, the campfires built using this mod can't ever have the grill attachment that you can get.
So, you guys are saying a really interesting thing. Signition says, Pat, do you just want a cowboy sim? So for immersive sim. So my biggest problem with Red Dead is that they want it to be an immersive sim, But that immersion only extends so far as the visuals and tedium. All of their immersive qualities are how it looks or sounds or anything like that, and none of it is about how you can actually act. It's the opposite thing they should have been focusing on. What if the team behind Kingdom Come Deliverance made a Western? It'd probably have the worst shooting ever. But, you know.
Lets you cook like the oregano special meat, and it doesn't let you fast travel like the vanilla portable camp does now if you upgrade to have fast travel at the main gangs camp, which that was not in the game originally, and is an amazing addition.
Hey, Gene,
and
what's
also
up,
it makes upgrading the
you
gangs
kind of hate
camp
Red Dead 2
matter
also?
a bit
Yeah,
more
brother.
now, because before, if you upgraded it and you got fast travel, it's like, cool, I can fast travel from the camp, but you're still having to go back there all the time. If you played the game, you know what I'm talking about. But shout out to Cross99 for making this mod. If you see this and you could pretty please somehow add the grill and the fast travel function to this mod.
Oh, hey, you know what? I have a really good example for you guys about my issue with Red Dead. So, I did a lot of bounties in Red Dead, and I did a lot of side content, and the game was like, you know, it's really immersive. It's so immersive that you skin the fucking stag, and it takes like a minute every time, because you gotta immerse yourself. Immersion. And then I bought every single camp upgrade in the game within like the first 5 story missions. And then for the remainder of the time that I played the game, Dutch would come over to me and bitch at me because I wasn't kicking in anything to the fucking camp fund. I had put like $11,000 of money into the fucking camp fund, and he was bitching at me every single time I went back to camp. And I was like, oh, this is so immersive. Oh, I'm so immersed in like this incredibly obvious thing they should have planned for.
I'll name my firstborn Cross99, and it'll pick and roll my ass and cross me up and break my cankles. You may have noticed that I'm wearing a lot of stuff that says Ball Creative or Ball, or has, you know, some bullshit on the back or something. That's because it's my new company that I started. It's basically the creative umbrella for all future creative projects, whether that's music or videos or merch or eventually, and not anytime soon, don't get your hopes up, but video games, if you're interested. Okay, real quick, one more mod is Selling Guns by Bullman70. Jesus Christ, this guy is really crushing the mod game. Rockstar updated the game to have a weapon locker at the main camp, which is amazing because now you can finally organize the billions of guns. But Arthur can sometimes still pick up guns that you can't then put into the weapon locker, so they just get stuck in your inventory, and it's annoying as shit. With the mod, you can go up to this guy and sell whatever guns you want and just get them out of your inventory, and it's amazing. Okay, mods, we get it, bro. You're a Discord kitten manager. Get on with it. Clearly, these mods were a very important part of my return trip and improved my experience by base boosting mechanics that were already in the game. But really, they were the catalyst to truly enjoy and savor all of the things that the game has already possessed since 2018. What it started as I can fix him eventually turned into he can fix me.
What?
I played the ever-living shit out of this game back when it dropped in 2018, just like everyone else did, and even with all of the complaints that I had that, you know, I ended up making that video about, I still had a pretty good time. But admittedly, I think my frustration with the extremely linear missions and inconsistent open world overshadowed a lot of that joy to be found. Because good God, the second time around, Arthur's tail hit me harder than a fully loaded F-250 extended cab. I think the simplest way to distill my change in perspective is that this game doesn't really want you to think, but it really wants you to feel. 95% of the mission objectives could not be more mindless and handholdy even if they tried. And honestly, I get it. This $400 million-ish game was not made just specifically for me. And that's fine. This game was made to be as accessible as possible to the largest audience as possible so that it could sell 1 billion trillion copies as possible. This isn't Hitman or Dark Souls. Bro, Joe Rogan knows what this game is. You think he gives a fuck about non-linearity and ludonarrative dissonance?
Yeah, actually, he used to be so addicted to Quake, he had to stop playing it. Because he sucks at Quake. That's one of the funniest things about Joe Rogan, is that he was wildly addicted to Quake 3, and he had a whole room dedicated to Quake 3, and he hired like coaches to teach him how to good at Quake 3, and he sucks at it. Like, I could probably beat Joe Rogan at Quake 3.
Arthur Morgan suddenly knows jujitsu. I highly fucking doubt it. When I stopped looking at this game as a series of flawed systems and more as just an opportunity to truly play pretend as Arthur Morgan, something magical happened. I camped behind a waterfall while sipping coffee. I studied every animal and hunted for perfect pelts. I tailored and crafted outfits for every kind of temperature. I obsessed over Arthur's beautiful handwriting and sketches by the light of my campfire because, good God, the journal is so fucking cool. It's one of the coolest things Rockstar has ever done.
Okay, I gotta stop you right there, Nakey Jakey. So when I played Red Dead 2, I got to the second camp location. I did the entirety of the first camp location, and I got to the second one. And I've been playing it for like 15 to 20 hours. And was like, it would be really cool if the game started. Right? Like the whole time I was like, oh, it'd be really interesting if the game moved forward at all. I did like 15, 20 missions. And, like, there was nothing going on. And then somebody told me, like, oh, it's crazy when he gets tuberculosis. And I'm like, oh, cool. That, exciting. Thank you. How'd I do that and get all the camp upgrades so fast? Oh, it's super easy. You just stagecoach Rob and Rob trains, which was like by far the most fun in the whole game. I didn't even do it for that long. I did it for like an afternoon. I literally just ran around stealing shit all over for like an afternoon. Was it immersive? No, actually, because when you do a lot of stagecoach robbing, you discover that the game's wanted system is completely broken and doesn't work at all. So, like, that's a different problem.
Arthur recaps certain events using his unique perspective is a genius addition and a heartbreaking portal into this man's troubled soul. I led my horse through town greeting everyone I saw, but also sometimes doing greet and then antagonize because it is so goddamn funny. Honestly, I was pretty off base with my comparison to New Vegas or other RPGs with the greet antagonize system because—
oh, fuck all this. Do you guys want to talk about the fucking mod for Fallout London? Okay. So there's a mod for Fallout London that is on the Nexus that changes the word football to soccer ball. And the comment thread on that mod is Europeans completely losing their fucking minds. Just losing it. Just going crazy. Oh, it's great. It's great. Yes, that's all. Thank you.
that fully undersold just how entertaining and immersive it can be.
Howdy.
Howdy.
That's a fine horse you got there.
Appreciate it.
How long you been married?
Now you best shut your big bazoo.
I made deliberate choices in combat to create the most cinematic moments I could. And man, I did not give the combat its due respect the first time around, because with just a little work, this shit can actually be so goddamn fun. Turn off the lock-on and aim assist to make managing your dead eye actually matter, and the combat is more akin to Max Payne 3 than anything else. A game that I have never played and don't even like at all. So take that.
Wow, this is some wild cope.
Power to the players, got the power make your booty go crack. Also, last mod I'm going to talk about, I promise this time, PED damage overhauled is great if you're an expert gamer looking for an actual challenge. Enemies are no longer bullet sponges and die faster in more varied ways depending on the type of ammo that you use, but also you die way faster and it makes combat way more tense.
I'm mad that he does that he likes the game. No, it's more that like
but also
I'm failing to be convinced at all.
So that kept happening and I had to like crank their health up in the I&I file. Expert fucking Geek Squad shit, but it definitely made combat more engaging if that sounds like your cup of tea. Knowing the exact fate of the Dutch Vanderland gang made me want to play this game with so much more intention. I engaged in as many camp conversations as I could, wanting to fully explore the depths of these layered characters and all of their intricate relationships. There are so many thoughtfully scripted interactions that I had just completely missed the first time around. With the departure of Rockstar co-founder and lead writer
why are you guys saying that
I'm
I
definitely
hate
rooting for
Jake
GTA
now?
6 to still have the most interesting, well-written story
Hold
that
on,
it possibly
Jonah,
can.
do you think that you can't disagree with someone without hating them? Jonah, are you single? You were joking? It's hard to tell over text. You got to put that little S. Pat, that's mean. I'm saying you disagree with your significant other every day. Me and Paige were not agreeing over what movie we wanted to even watch earlier. That means I hate her. Ugh! Anyway, I do not.
If I was a betting man, I think Red Dead 2 will likely go down as Rockstar's opus when it comes to narrative. Because it's not even just the writing and performances of the main cast who all knock it out of the park, but even random NPCs and strangers will have conversations with Arthur that will just completely rip your heart out. I started treating the missions in this game as more of a great TV show that I want to binge versus some super stimulating gameplay experience. I'm never gonna stop wishing that the outdated and severely restrictive mission design was way more interesting, but that also doesn't mean that they're all necessarily bad to experience. Largely because of the goddamn soundtrack. This goddamn soundtrack. I wish I could use it in this video without getting copyright claimed. I know I mentioned how good it is back in 2018, at least a little bit, but dude, it is not just good, it is like consistently perfect. The way the game
I have
starts
no actual
incorporating
complaints
themes from
here.
the
He's
first
right. The
game
soundtrack is
during
incredible.
The epilogue with John will make a grown man spit up like a baby in the Nashville, Tennessee rain. And that's one of the most impressive things about this game is how it not only makes the story of the first Red Dead hit that much harder, like a fully loaded extended.
That being said, I wildly disagree with him because saying that the story is great in a video game like a TV show means it's actually a really bad video game story.
Myself included, were like,
because video game stories are interactive or at least novel or at least mechanically interesting.
I want to play as John.
Like,
where's John? We want John.
Metal Gear has millions of cutscenes, but you also interact with the game in many very interesting ways. That's a bit unfair. No, it's not. It's a video game.
Like, there's not even a conversation to be had. And I love John. I love his story in Red Dead 1.
I don't treat the story in a movie the way I treat it like in a game.
But Arthur is just simply that compelling. I know I had said before that he's my favorite protagonist in any Rockstar game, but dude, no, he's my favorite protagonist in any video game, period.
Hold on.
Ever. Other than the fucking bird in Angry Bird.
Oh, what's my opinion of Red Dead 1 compared to 2? Oh, Red Dead 1's great.
Game narratives go. The Ludo narrative
I love Red Dead 1. I think Undead Nightmare is the best part.
Not as bad as something like The Last of Us Part 2, because come on, you're a gang of outlaws. Of course you do awful shit like kill people. But you spend so much of your final moments just
I wash my hands. You want to smell them?
Down with like literally one of the missions with a Gatling gun, largely innocent army men and policemen. And then the heartfelt music montage is like, you're a good man, Arthur. And it's like, what if this guy had tuberculosis? What if this guy had a wife and kids? Obviously, I'm mostly kidding. But they could have a little touch of the TV. I bring that up only because for so much of the story, Arthur's redemption arc, especially when playing with high honor, is beautifully done and does not shy away from the fact that he is a killer. The amount of things that change depending on your honor level was, however, really surprising to uncover. I still think how the honor system works is kind of dumb and gamey as hell. Like, you can murder entire towns, but then just grind greeting every single person for a while to get your honor back up, which makes total sense that saying hi to someone will redeem your sin of train tracking his neighbor. The broad strokes of the story remain the same regardless of your honor level. But it's the little dialogue changes and special encounters and subtle differences in things like the Deadeye sound effect that actually really surprised me. Nothing you do as the player is ever going to alter the fate of our doomed protagonists, but having your actions as the player give a different context to important moments. For example, during the epilogue when John, Sadie, and Charles choose to go after Micah, if you had high honor with Arthur, Charles says this.
We owe this to Arthur.
You think Arthur cared about revenge? I'm not so sure, especially not at the end.
He cared about stopping Micah, and that's what we're doing.
And if you had low honor with Arthur, Charles says this.
We owe this to Arthur.
Revenge. That might be something he could have understood.
This ain't just revenge. It's about stopping the man.
Noting that, hey, my Arthur truly thought that revenge was a fool's game and died honorably with a renewed perspective on life. And my Arthur might not agree with John's somewhat reckless choice to pursue revenge while endangering his family. Just do one thing or the other. Don't try to be two people at once. Jacksepticeye said that to me in an email. You could argue that if John didn't go with Sadie and Charles, then those two would probably die and that going with them was actually the honorable choice. But it is strongly implied in the credits that the events on the mountain with Dutch and Micah began a chain reaction that caused the events of Red Dead Redemption 1. The Pinkertons would probably find and use John regardless because, come on, he used his real name to buy a house like 5 feet from Blackwater. But again, I think the implication that
that
John's
was stupid,
inability
John.
to truly shed his past and change, his stubborn reluctance to fully let go
That was
of that
stupid as
side of
shit.
himself, it makes the stories of both games that much more accomplished and devastatingly tragic. John and Arthur are both extremely flawed anti-heroes that are honestly, quite frankly, pieces of shit. But like any well-written story, you can't help but care for them and the company they keep. Revisiting the gang's old camps years later and hearing the whispering memories that not only haunt John, but the player as well, is Rockstar at their peak.
Just do one thing or another. Not be two people at once, that's all I'm saying. It ain't that simple. You know that as well as anyone.
In the end, both Arthur and John make a sacrifice for someone or something bigger than themselves. In this world, a world created by thousands of dedicated employees that also gave it everything they had, sacrificing, unfortunately, by crunching a shit ton of hours. A world
Bro, I'm gonna get people are gonna be so mad at me when GTA 6 comes out.
Game's entire map, only to be used for like 2 story missions, and it's just this insane bonus.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, oh man.
Much like how Rockstar's vision of New York absolutely enraptured my gamer body.
Because I'm gonna be sitting there and I'm gonna like watch like 2 missions, and it's gonna be like walk to the car, drive to the place, shoot this guy, walk out this window, and I'm like, oh cool, dog shit, great, and then everybody's gonna be mad.
Not every track is a top 10 Britney Spears banger. Like, I definitely want to skip through a lot of them, especially the Wanted system track. But look at my Spotify Wrapped and what's my most listened album. Oh, look at that, it's Red Dead 2. That metaphor works in a couple different ways because Red Dead 2 original score actually is in my Spotify Wrapped, perchance. Thank you so much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you liked it. Now I'm gonna try to not fall down this hill.
Well, that was a decent video. I totally disagree with most of that, genuinely. But hey, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, Nakey and or Jakey.
Stupid people.
No bad guy. No bad guy. You're not perfect. Not even Gowron. That little baby would not eat his oatmeal this morning. He's so cute, though. I love him. Susie says, Pat disagrees with all my videos. You told me so. Susie, I agree with so many of your videos to such a degree that it doesn't even matter when I watch them because I can just imagine what you said anyway because it's half of what I would say in your voice. Hey, did you know this old Capcom game is sick as fuck? Yes, I did, actually. I agree. You're right to say it, and you should say it louder. Pat, if I had a prettier voice. Man, my voice is so fucking normal and shit. It's so boring. I have such a boring voice. It's so lame. I hate it. All right.
You ever notice stupid people have a smell?
No, I don't go to people and smell them and go, "Wow, you smell dumb."
No, I'm just saying, like, stupid people usually smell bad.
That's true.
Well,
He's right.
If they're stupid, they probably don't know enough about personal hygiene.
He's right.
But I also kind of want to believe that stupid emits a smell.
I don't know. I don't smell anything right now when I'm with you.
I'm just saying, like, the next time you're waiting in line at a gas station or something, and the guy in front of you is like, "Yeah, I just spent $75 on scratch-off lottery tickets, and I won $13. That's a net gain." Give him a sniff. He'll smell terrible.
He's right.
He'll probably smell like chewing tobacco and alcohol.
Oh, God, probably. I had a squad leader in the military who smelled like bad Taco Bell meat. It was like Taco Bell meat that has gone bad. And he always would end up running at the front of formation anytime we would run. And the person who was right behind him would always end up being like, "Oh no, leg cramps. I'm gonna fall out to the back of the formation." So it would just be everyone that was behind him would just end up rotating until just keep rotating. Person in the front, all the way to the back. Person in the front, all the way to the back.
I don't know if you were trained for this, but in Poolee training, we had Indian runs. Now I know what they were preparing us for.
Yeah, it was pretty much that.
It's exactly that.
I think he got yelled at by our chain of command because there were so many people that went to our leadership and were like, "Yeah, Sergeant X smells like rancid taco meat. Can you make him take a shower?" Well, apparently he was homeless for a very long period of time.
Surprisingly, a lot of military men are.
Yeah.
But none of the branches teaches you how to manage your money or have a good social life.
Oh, God, no. Oh, God, why would they teach you any of that stuff? Just get drunk. Who cares?
Yeah.
The most scared I've ever been. Probably when I crapped myself sitting on a toilet. To be fair, the toilet is the best place to crap yourself.
I've had that fear.
But I crapped myself because we started getting mortared.
I've had that fear.
Did the fear cause you to void your bowels?
I was sitting in a porta potty. It was very, very hot. I just have to do this as fast as possible so I don't have to spend any time in this sweltering porta potty.
Porta potties in the desert are actually very, very hot.
They are incredibly hot because they're very stinky because there's no ventilation. And usually when they come to clean out the porta potties, they just blast the inside of the porta potty with a power washer, so it's always humid in there.
And there's never any hand soap.
So I'm sitting in the porta potty, I'm trying to make my business as quick as possible, and then I hear the incoming siren. The moment I think I'm going to want to be quicker, A mortar impacted, I would say, within a couple hundred yards. The pressure wave of the mortar hitting caused the entire porta potty to flex.
Oh.
There was no shrapnel that was near me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't technically in any danger, but the walls of the porta potty went woof and flexed after the mortar went off. I no longer had to use the bathroom at that point, and that wasn't because I had tensed up. That was because my bowels had evacuated into the porta potty instantly. I have quite literally had the shit scared out of me. The moment the porta potty flexed, I went, no time to wipe, I gotta go! And just ripped my pants up as fast as I could, kicked the door to the porta potty open, and ran towards the nearest cover I could find, holding my pants up because I did not have time to do all the buttons on my fly or redo my belt.
You're gonna get a rash if you don't wipe.
The nearest cover I could find was an MRAP, mine-resistant, ambush-protected vehicle. The doors for these things weigh about 500 to 600 pounds. They're really heavy. I ripped that thing open like it was nobody's business. Hopped straight up into the vehicle, sat down, and slammed the door behind me. And I look over, and there's a sergeant who is sitting in the vehicle as well. And he's just smoking a cigar.
First time getting mortared, huh?
Had to shit, huh? I said, yup. And he goes, don't have to shit anymore? And I went, nope. And he goes, you forgot your hat. And I went, shit. I'm not going back for it. And he goes, I don't blame you. And then neither of us said another word to each other for the rest of the time we were in there.
Why do the Army uniforms always look like garbage? The Marines had the greens, and we had the deserts.
Yeah, you had deserts and woodland. And they look great.
Yeah.
They look great.
They're gonna bitch about that fucking digital
camo. One thing I will say about the
camo.
Marines is their uniforms always look amazing.
Damn straight.
They have the best looking uniforms out of any branch of the military.
Indisputable.
Even their dress uniforms, I think dress uniforms are freaking stupid because it's not the 1600s and nobody cares about dress uniforms anymore.
I never even had the dress blues. I don't know if you know this, but...
You never had the dress uniform?
I never had the dress blues. They used to issue them when you got out of boot camp.
Yeah.
And then there was a brief window in 2007 where they didn't do that.
Why?
I guess they expected you to buy it yourself. They were low on funds. Any number of reasons. Who knows?
Historically, the Marines are pretty much always out of money, so that would make sense. Getting back on topic here, I think that some general in the Army saw a bunch of these Marines walking around the Pentagon, and they were wearing these cool digital patterns, and they went, I just watched the movie The Matrix. I like digital things. I want digital uniform for all Army. Army smart. Army get digital. Be future. Like how for that very short period of time, the Army's motto was an army of one, which is not really conducive when you're trying to have an organization that's built around everyone working together.
You're all each individually armies of one.
Yeah, it didn't make a whole lot of sense. That got changed real quickly to Army Strong.
Wait,
Army
really?
Strong, Army Smack! Army low like terrorists! So, the Army got these digital uniforms, and they were such shit.
Oh, are you talking about the teal colored digital camo?
Yes, the teal colored digital camo that blends in with that famous picture of a couch and nothing else. It blends in with nothing. UCP is the camo pattern, which stands for Universal Camo Pattern.
I've heard about
because
this.
Because it universally doesn't blend in with jack fucking shit. The camo pattern that Doc Friday has on is a better camo pattern than UCP.
You seem to be a big fan of Flecktarn in general.
Because it's a good camo pattern and it works. There's a reason the German military has used Flecktarn since 1980 until 2017.
Oh, did they change it recently?
Most militaries are just going to multicam now. Because multicam just seems to work with pretty much everything. Unlike UCP, which the three colors on UCP are freshly poured concrete, sand, a color that doesn't exist in nature. That's it.
It might actually work if you're in some kind of urban desert environment.
Here's a fun experiment. Put a UCP jacket on one of your friends. Have them stand 3 blocks away from you in a city. And then have a bunch of people walk around. You'll still be able to pick them out. You'll be like, oh, look at that dipshit wearing UCP down there.
Oh, of course you will. If you're trying to spot somebody in a crowd that stands out, the only person wearing camo is going to stand out.
The way camo is supposed to work is it disrupts the shape of a person.
It's supposed to break up the silhouette.
The problem with UCP is the squares are all too damn small, so at a distance, you just look like a big teal blob. And they're not the same color. It's the background anywhere. There was one other time that I did see it work, and that was when infantry in Iraq would wear the exact same pair of ACUs for 2 months so that they would become crusted with dirt and brown.
Ah, yes.
And then they would just become khakis.
The khakis were better camouflage than the
Khaki is a better camouflage. Just straight khaki uniforms or straight coyote brown uniform is a better camouflage pattern than UCP.
That's unfortunate. I suppose it would blend in with other people that were wearing the same pattern.
That's not the point of camouflage, though.
No, that's
it's
zebras.
Not. The Army spent $5 billion researching this camo pattern, and it didn't blend in with anything. It's absolutely terrible. It is, in my opinion, the worst military uniform ever designed, and I am putting that over the British military uniform that was just a bright red jacket.
That's quite a stance to take.
There is statistical, numerical proof that UCP's got soldiers killed.
Did you need to get that off your chest? How much you hated the Army's uniforms?
Big news!
They recently changed the pattern.
Yes, they're all wearing multicam now.
Is it 4 colors? They have concrete, dirt, a color that doesn't exist, and red?
No, multicam is mud, dirt, tree, and green.
Oh.
Unless the tree part is a maple leaf in autumn, I don't
It's just got bright red. It's just got the Canadian flag and just spots on it.
Those all sound like things you'd be up
They do have that
against.
in the Canadian uniforms. They have little
Canadian flags. I know. I love it. Oh man, Cat Pat's a great uniform.
Why don't we have anything like that in the American uniform?
Marines have that.
We have the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor everywhere.
Yeah,
but,
you have the Eagle, Globe, and Anchor.
But that doesn't celebrate America in general. We need cheeseburgers on our patterns.
Just little pieces of bacon and bowls of macaroni and cheese.
Why is that the stereotypical American thing for you?
That's American.
Just bologna and mac and cheese. That's all it is.
I said stereotypically American, not stereotypically gross.
Fine, bologna and government cheese.
Yeah, I've heard about that camo pattern, how it's useless. Just the worst ever.
We will have the last laugh because we'll already be there. Our workout starts with 10 warm-ups. We'll be holding our breath for a count of 8, and when we do positions, we'll do 3 reps on each side. Let's begin.
What? Why? Why?
Blue guy, more like Far Cry.
Oh, that's come on. No, I'm not watching that. That's 37 minutes. I'm not watching this 25-minute long this thing.
Oh my god. Let's go.
That's too long.
Gabby just can't wait to go. What? Look at this. What speed on that. Redirects a little bit, make sure they get that.
Hey. That was great. That was much better than those other longer videos.
The B-boy stance.
Oh.
In old school hip hop, folding your arms across your chest
I know
was
this
the ultimate
one.
symbol of toughness.
17 years ago.
Today. However, rap
Oh my
pioneer
God.
Prince Reggie K remembers the B-boy stance because he takes it with him everywhere he goes.
No, I do not regret having my hands surgically attached to my back.
It's this. It was the style back then. Next question.
It was the
I
style
already
before they got
reacted to
in
these.
publicity photos.
Okay, hold on. I guess I never pulled them off the list. Oh, there's Moon Bears. Oh, I did react to this. This is how much work I put into this. Bro. I don't know where to start on this crap. Ugh. Here.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than knowledge? This new Lamborghini here. But you know what I like a lot more than the new Lamborghini here? My TEDx talk where I talk about this
new Lamborghini here.
In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new Hollywood Hills that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new Lamborghinis. It's like the Buffett Warren billionaire says, the more you earn, the more you drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. In fact, the real reason I keep this Lamborghini here is that it's a reminder that dreams are still possible, because it wasn't that long ago that I was in a little Lamborghini sleeping on bookshelves in the Hollywood Hills with only $47 billion in my bank account and only 47 Lamborghinis in my Lamborghini account and only 47 hills in my Hollywood account and only 47 TEDx talks where I talk about Warren Buffett's in my TEDx talks where I talk about Warren Buffett account. But you know what? Something happened that changed my life. I bumped into a Lamborghini and another Lamborghini, and a few more Lamborghinis. I found 5 Lamborghinis. I don't call it money anymore. I call it fuel units. You must have enough fuel units. You must have enough Lamborghinis. You must construct additional pylons.
Oh.
I'll see you on my website. It's a quick video, and you'll see there absolutely nothing.
Oh. Oh my god. That's the best footsies.
God, what a day this is. Look at the sky. Look at the majesty and beauty of Earth and life.
Sarnarg the Harg. Oh, damn. Oh, fuck.
Tolls, what's wrong? You're all sweaty and slimy and filthy, and God, you're wonderful.
I'll watch
my
this
name's
every
Tolls.
time.
They
I
call
don't
me
give a
that
shit.
because I collect tolls down on the freeway. It's a tax to keep the roads upkept. It's really the only way society stays together.
Yes, I know who you are. I said your name. You were the best man at my wedding. To you, we're married. We're in love. It's been the best years of our lives.
Sargnarg, Dr. Rabargnarg is doing some shit. He's doing all this shit. It's terrible. It's wonderful. You have to see it. You have to see it, Sargnarg. I got shot. I'm shot. I'm dying.
No, Tolls! God damn it, my beautiful wife and husband, my best dude. Who did this to you?
It was Rabargnarg. It was crazy. I loved it. I loved every second, but then I was shot. Fuck.
If only we had 5 or 10 more years, we might have finally made that trip we've been talking about. Remember that trip?
I remember the trip, Sargnarg. The tolls were too high, ironically, and we couldn't afford it. I die unfulfilled, but filled with love for Sargnarg, you, and Dr. Rabargnarg's crazy shit. That thing he's doing is amazing. You have to see it and stop it. Shut it down. Shut down the government, Sargnarg.
You have my word, Tolls. I'm shutting everything down. It's all over. Life is over.
Hey, is he okay, man? Hey, is he alright?
He's dead, Dr. Rabargnarg. No thanks to you.
Oh, damn. Well, that's no good. I'm sorry, Sargnarg the Hardtarg.
What is this thing Tolls was telling me about? This unbelievable, terrible thing that I absolutely must see.
Oh, did he build it up like that? There's no way I can meet expectations
It's
now.
from 7 years ago. This
Not that big a
predates
deal,
Rick and
you
Morty.
know?
One man is dead, Rabargnarg. Over this nonsense, you'd better hand it over. Let me see it. Let me peek into your world.
Well, okay, Sargnarg. Close your eyes. This isn't a trick or anything. It just works better if you see it all at once.
If I open my eyes and what I see is anything less than wondrous and angelic and evil, a beautiful divine hell, then by God, you've got some explaining to do.
Well, God, I said don't build it up like that. It's just not gonna meet those sorts of expectations.
I'm doing it. My eyes are closing, Rabargnarg.
Okay, well, you can open your eyes now, I guess. Oh my God.
Hey, I like Third Strike. Boo Remy. Oh, this looks fantastic. Oh man, that's great. I do play Third Strike. By the way, somebody was like, Pat, you skipped too far in the list. I don't care. My list is not sacred, nor is it spreadsheeted. It's vibes at best.
Target identified. Surrender, mutant.
Okay,
Why-
for the
why
last
is
time,
Kermit-
I'm an android. Android. Come on, how would you like it if I identified you as a fucking vacuum, huh?
Yeah, I think he's talking about those guys.
Who? Great! Another overrated group of egos in spandex. Fantastic! Okay, who's the one with the trauma? Is it you? It's gotta be you.
Yeah,
And you? Definitely a registered something. Honestly, the 5 o'clock shadow and the trench coat? Yeah, screams I'm banned from children's playgrounds.
You talk too much, bub. Hey, so are these robots like Prejudice or something?
Well, actually, they're... Well, yeah. See, these robots, they're actually known as Sentinels. They were created by Master Mole to hunt down mutants like myself and my wife.
What? I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie. I missed like 90% of that.
Problem solved, bub. Right, so he's the one with the trauma.
Surrender, you dirty, stinking, filthy mutant.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know. Racist robots weren't on my bucket list either.
I should put people's names in these submissions so that we can mock them.
Budget. Do my eyes deceive me? Is Logan fully clothed?
God damn it, there are more.
He is not.
Then it would be a spreadsheet.
You know, Logan, you think with all these movies they'd afford a costume change?
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Oh, yeah,
right.
this
The power
is
use
already too
skewer me.
long.
Blanca makes pound cake.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 13 years ago!
Anybody like some pound cake? I'd like some pound cake.
Fazan! Hello, Fizzhead! You may be wondering how I've captured you. Is it because I fight for justice and bitch slap assholes like you for dinner? Would an asshole have all these bitches? Mr. Fist. In the game of
Wow, you
paper,
guys
scissors,
are really
rock,
sending
who
in
gets
winners
beaten by
this
what?
week, huh?
Paper! All of our weapons are made of paper! And I heard you don't like paper cuts! Take me away,
Oh, you're real. Wow.
mistresses and ninjas! Dispose of him!
All right,
Sorry,
that's
guys,
enough.
but
Right, wife. Life good.
Yeah!
Killer wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Wife fight back. Killer wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Wife fight back. Killer wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret wife. Killer.
Oh, that's way better than the other videos. I'm gonna scorch this whole playlist as soon as we're done with today's stream. Okay. Wait, Pat's the kind of guy to not get analog horror? That doesn't even make any sense. I was born when this was happening. This is literally what TV used to look like. Yeah, okay. Proboscis? Proboscis? See, now we're talking. So a vital part of analog horror is that you need to have the shittiest flashlight known to man. Legitimately very important. You also have to have the camera skills of a 4-year-old circa 1986. Huh, that's interesting. The flashlight effect is kind of falling apart. Just makes it very obvious they're not actually filming it in a practical set. Is it gonna look? Gonna turn its eyeball? Come on, turn the eyeball. There. Oh my god! All right. That was really bad. That was really quite awful.
Once upon a star, there lived a boy named
Oh my god, a British!
He was a happy little tot of 6
Oh,
years
fuck.
old, and And on his birthday,
I'm so
he
anxious.
received a very special gift. His very own photo camera.
Alright, I'm gonna skip ahead to 5.5 minutes.
Kalen loved the camera. Some weeks later, authorities discovered the basement. The rest of the boy was never found.
I missed some needed context. I bet you I would have only laughed way harder had I seen the extra 4 minutes. How old's the fan base? Apparently the ones that send me videos are like... I don't think there's any way for me to finish that sentence correctly.
Hey guys! So I got a call from a mom today. She's concerned about her son. Oh my god. Says he's been, quote, a bit mopey lately.
I'm gonna feed the dog. I'll be back.
Where is she? I'm freaky with it. I need my dick sucked now. I need top. I need me a little neck master. I can't stop.
He's been at a 90% casualty rate for a month. The rest of the platoon just got executed for suspected heresy. Come on! Let me f***ing shoot my whale gun! You've been firing von the Halo!
Welcome to Dalek. He's still going. He missed the setup, but he gets the kill. This is the top level play that I love.
Jesus Christ.
Wearing black face paint, huh? Painting your face with black paint should give you a high rate of camouflage in dark areas.
Well, that's it.
It's worked so far, but we're not out yet.
Too long.
Okay, yeah, no, I can do that. Yeah, let's see.
God damn it, Dutch! What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
What other errands do you have us running for the DA?
Oh, that's pretty good. Rary Born, listen. I skipped your Dalek relaxation exercises because I'm not going to watch Doctor Who. I thought there was going to be more to that sentence, but there was not. Oh, by the way, the title of this video actually really matters.
Sorry. I broke everything.
Tony, you're old! Apparently, kids are just banging out 900s like it's nothing nowadays.
I'm kind of sad.
Oh, poor Tony. He old.
Listen, pal, today's a busy day, all right? I don't know who you are, but surrender now, and I promise to be...
You don't know.
Wait, is that the
who I
cocaine
am.
guy?
With what level of pain should I tell you? I am Snowflame, and allow the white lightning to traverse my fist through you, Man of Steel.
Right, all right, that's a Snowflame. Look, I was just... Wait, what is that?
Cocaine is my lord and savior.
It is.
And I am the devoted acolyte of its divine
It is the
blessing.
cocaine guy.
What does that mean?
Yes! Pure cocaine running through my veins. Give me your power. May the battles of the gods finally commence.
You okay there, champ?
What's the matter, Superman? Never faced an equal match before? Well, don't worry, as my power now even surpasses your own.
Scott, you truly are a formidable adversary. Jesus Christ.
Well, another sacrifice on the altar of speed. And by speed, I mean cocaine.
And you said you just took one hit?
Swear to God.
Yeah, there's gotta be something else in that.
Careful, old son. Not even kryptonite has hurt me this badly. He's even drawn blood. I think my nose is bleeding. Am I high?
Face it, worms. The overwhelming power of cocaine is too much for even you super duds. Prepare to burn to a crisp with the same attack that destroyed the new Guardians. My earth-shattering snowflame blast. What?
Oh, look, he's back.
Hey, buddy. How you feeling? Yeah, okay. Well, listen, you took quite the spell back there. I'm honestly unsure how you're still able to make sounds. Your brain was so fried.
Boogie, my one weakness. My powers have left me.
Hey, pal, why are you still with us? You should know that we ran some tests, and you don't have any power.
Blasphemy.
Stamina, feeling super strong. That's just cocaine. That's the effect of cocaine. You've just done, and I mean, seriously, you've done a lot. Like I'm surprised you're conscious at all right now.
Just like Superman's kryptonite.
No, I actually have superpowers. Please don't start a rumor like that. But luckily, the doctor told us that so long as you stay here for a bit, you should be on the road to recovery. I'll even stop by here and there to check up on you. How's that sound?
What was that?
Did he bite something?
You think like a cyanide capsule?
It was cocaine, you fool. To rob me of cocaine is akin to robbing God's love from this world. With my power born anew, all shall come to fear the name Snowflake.
Oh, my God!
Just for the record, I knew he had that on.
What?
I do.
What are you trying to prove?
I do.
This video is brought to you by GamerSups, and the flavor of the week is copium, and you can inhale this the same way as Snowflame, your favorite hero. Don't do that, actually. Terrible idea. 10% off using code SOLID. Link in the description. I'm serious. Don't do that. I can't. This can't come back to me.
Sensational. Okay. Now, chopsticks, perhaps, if you want to try it that way, and I'm going to try it with just the. You see, the egg substitute has met all those other ingredients. It's so good. It really is. A little rice on the side, and you'll be...
Trails, where to start? 30
Stop
seconds.
it, England!
Arc 1, Trails in the Sky, first chapter. Second chapter in the third, set in the Bell, best mustaches. Arc 2, Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, set in Crossbell, Tio moments. Naota, spin-off, never played it. Out later this year in the West. Arc 3, Cold Steel 1 through 4, Marines Harem Adventure. Reverie, Crossbell Part 3 and Cold Steel 5 rolled in the One Cornish pasty. Kurona Kiseki 1 and 2 are next. No Western release date yet, but if Sky FC ain't your thing, try Cold Steel 1. If you like it, go back to FC, then onwards. Why? Because we're all heavily connected. Here are the platforms each game is on. That's Trails in 30 seconds. All hail Sharon Kruger. Now stop asking. Try the night.
What? I'm not watching a fucking 44-minute video about fucking Randy Marsh and the Warrior of the Light.
This looks nothing like what they do when they're socially interacting with another. They perform all sorts of odd behaviors, much like we might do in front of a mirror to see what we look like when we do that new dance step.
Yeah.
Or we just want to see how we look.
Dolphin.
I eat on
pasta twice just because she is so nice, Angelina. Angelina, it's a sad pizzeria. I keep soup and minestrone just to be with her alone, Angelina.
This is gonna have 10 seconds to win me over once it starts. Starting now.
Hey, Joey, how you doing?
You know how I do. Hey, Fat Tony, you fat motherfucker.
Don't make me get up tonight, you understand me?
Wait, what?
Look out my corners, how's I hanging?
What can I get you?
Let me get some spaghetti and meatballs and a fucking slice.
You got it, no problem. Anything else?
Yeah, a blowjob from your sister.
Hey, Joey, how many times I gotta tell you not to mention my sister?
Well, what the fuck are you gonna do, you fat pizza making prick?
Hey, Joey, I love you, bro, like family. You know this. But how many times I gotta fucking tell you not to mention my sister? Don't talk about his fucking sister.
Calm down.
Boy, why do you act like that?
You know how I act. Don't talk about his sister.
Boy, why do you act like that? You know what? You make me chuckle sometimes. Huh?
Don't talk about his sister. Hey, shut the fuck up over there. Shut the fuck up. You don't make me get up.
How much I owe you?
You don't owe me nothing.
What the fuck you mean I don't owe you nothing?
I got you. Don't worry about it.
Well, my fucking money's no good to you.
Hey, shut the fuck up. You know I take care of you since you was little.
Yeah, now it's my turn to take care of you. Now take my fucking money.
I don't want your fucking money.
Hey, are there any Italian Americans in the chat right now?
Don't make me get up. I don't want your fucking money.
Take my fucking money.
Take the money. Don't make me get up. Joey, don't take the money. I don't want
Yeah,
your fucking
okay,
money.
this is real, right? This is like just a hidden camera
I
show.
don't want your money.
Hey, what the fuck is going on out here?
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. Hey, Louie, put the fucking bat away. There's no need for that out here.
It sounds like there's a need. Why are they yelling?
Oh, boy.
Wayne's here. Hey, Louie Bats, how's about you take that stick of yours and jam it up your fucking stupid ass? How about I come over there and shave off your fucking Jew beard? Oh, you calling me a Jew? You see fucking curly fried dreadlocks in my head? You see me eating chocolate coins? Kiss my fucking ass. This beard, this is a sign of true Italian testosterone, you 4-foot penis-looking motherfucker. I should crack your fucking head. Yeah, you should be so lucky to crack a fucking...
This is now available at talkrobot.com.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Alright, I'm done.
Pinky. Hi, this is Pinky.
Start again. Hold on. Go.
This is Pinky. He's a male cat, domestic short hair. He's available for adoption. He's pet of the week.
Oh, he's gonna
Washington County
attack that
Animal
dude.
Shelter. He's a very loving cat.
Hang on to us, please. Oh, yeah. Pinky.
Pinky.
Pinky. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Well, we got a wildcat on our hands. Pinky, settle down, bud. Careful, Colton. Careful. Why don't I get a catch pole? Somebody get a catch pole. Just set it over there.
He's gonna fight him.
Get a catch pole.
Get a catch out pole to get him?
Yeah, because
No, don't do that. Oh, he's totally gonna bite you. Oh, he's gonna bite you.
You got him back?
Excuse my language.
Yeah. That's you can't put
Triple
a
D in the house, boys. You already know what it is. We're out here in Ipukapaw, which reminds me of my college frat days. I was a part of Delta. And for initiation, you had to throw up every single meal and learn how to survive off your own vomit. It taught me how to regurgitate, and it taught me how to be the man that I am today. With that said, let's go get
finding
some
out that Guy Fieri is like a
Not
saint
only is it a restaurant, but it's
was weird.
bowling alley.
Here is your 3-stripe turkey plate.
Stuff me like a bowling ball.
You know, he just drives his fucking truck around to disaster zones and cooks for people.
There is no escape.
And our chef today appears to be a big fan. All right, chow down, fat. What's the big idea with the hairdo, huh? You a Super Saiyan?
You are my idol. I have been...
All right. 7 subscribers? Bro, you made this video?
These things are not fucking human. Mary, where the fuck are you?
Do you remember when the Elden Ring versions of these came out and people started to get just super pissed off? And like there were all these weird developers writing about how like Elden Ring actually has terrible interface and shit like that and getting like really butthurt about it. Oh my god.
Hail you giblet head. We live in Texas. It's already 110 in the summer, and if it gets 1 degree hotter, I'm about to go down to Taco Bell and get me a blast.
And then he stood
Wow,
me
you
up.
guys.
Totally, stood me up. Can you even believe that? What a jerk. Wow, Oscar, I'm so sorry. You know that's not okay that he did that. I don't think people should treat you like that. You caused the explosion, Oscar. I have W Riz, but all these freaking Chads only want.
I think the title's really important for this one.
Together with our hellish hate, we'll burn you
Man, this roster's weird.
Hi, it's Nathan Lane, and
Oh, hey, Nathan.
I'm in the Criterion Collection closet. And I'm not going to make any closet jokes, it's too easy. The most famous closet since we lost Liberace.
Why is it the Wii Shop music?
Hi, I'm Maya Hawk, and I'm here
Oh,
to
that's
check out
not-
the Criterion Collection closet.
That's not more Nathan Lane.
I am. Oh,
Watch out, there's a stool here.
Oh, this is the best date movie on earth. This is a great date movie. My favorite part of this movie is when,
Right.
I can take as many of these as I want.
Is it Henry Fonda good guy or Henry?
Barb's dying. Rich is dead. Fuck Rich. Come on, Josh. Yeah. Hey, what a way to go, bro.
All right, we're gonna run back Tiny Rogues here.
Oh, this is
doing?
You okay, honey?
What is he doing?
Northern Lion.
It is working.
It's true.
That's not true.
That's not true? What do you mean?
Daddy doesn't look.
You don't know how right you are.
Soon. Dad, my friend Billy's dad, he goes to work in his regular pants. How come you just got your pajamas on, Dad? Is it because you're a loser and you're bald? I'm like, oh man, this is rough from a 5-year-old. I'm sorry, did you just say my fishnet pajamas? That's weird.
はしゃぐよなラブサーフィン君がサンシャイン輝けサマ
All right. You know what? This is exactly what I want to watch right now. This is exactly what I want to watch right now.
It survived the fire, and now we're going to show you how to restore it.
Hello, Cowboy Kent Rollins.
Hey, thank y'all for stopping by, and as probably some of y'all already know, we lost our house to a forest fire out there in New Mexico, and I had quite a bit of iron out there.
That's terrible.
I mean, this thing burnt so fast and so hot, and when we was digging through the ashes and everything, because I knew what pieces I had out there and I wanted to find, some were on the top side of the house, some were in the garage, and
holy shit,
they all fared about the same. Coffee pot, I mean, I don't know if it'll ever get used again, but I'm sure going to keep it in remembrance. I'm going to set it right down here out of the way. But it melted. Let's see, can I get this? Melted this glass to this cast iron. Now, this is the double-walled glass that was in the double oven there at the bottom. There was some pieces that just shattered. I mean, when I'd pick them up, they were just like this piece of glass. Cast iron was just shattered everywhere. That's a temperature I know has got to be over 1600 degrees. And some of the skillets, they didn't make it. Like, you can see the amount of warmth that filled skillet has on it. And it was in a drawer. And I'm not going to restore it. This is an old piece that's been a favorite of mine, been in the family a long time. It says Wardway. It was made by Wagner for Montgomery Ward so many years ago. I think there might be a little warp to it, but not much. It's worth salvaging. This here is an old Griswold, and it looks like it is in pretty good shape, so we'll see if we can do it too. The Dutch ovens, like I say, they were in the garage. And I
Holy
haven't
shit.
even looked inside of these. I know.
You haven't?
No. I just want to look in this
Oh my
trailer.
god,
There could be
I
some
thought that
biscuits
was
in there that we
fucking
didn't
Paige.
take out for all I know.
Jesus Christ. Oh my
Come
god,
on
that's
now.
so weird!
No
Hold
biscuits,
on.
Shan. Take out of these. I know.
You haven't?
No. I just want to look in this 12. There could be some biscuits in there that we didn't take out for all I know.
God damn it, that's fucking weird.
Oh, come on now. There he goes. No biscuits, Shan, but you can see.
Country
it's about the
Page?
same.
Oh, you mean
Now,
regular
I got some
Page?
warped the lid on this one, and I don't think it's going to make it. So that's one less project Kent's got to work on. I get this question a lot. You know, I found some cast iron. It went through a fire. Maybe it was burned up in the garage. Can I use it? You can, but there's one thing that I tell you. If you have or you know there was a lot of chemical in that garage or a lot of paint or anything that was lead-based, get you a lead checker from Amazon and you can check that to make sure that there's no lead that's been melted
You
to
don't
this
want
or
that
anything
lead.
like that. I'm going to walk you through the process step by step of what it takes to bring this cast iron back to life. Whether your cast iron has been through a fire or you bought it at an estate sale, junk sale,
This
it's
is
full
kind of
rust,
the most
everything in the
extreme
world, I'm gonna show
situation
you how
for
to bring it back to
restoration I
life,
can think
and you'll
of.
still cook great meals for you.
That is a very good mustache, yes.
Get your grinder ready to go. I put a new, really heavy-duty wire brush on my right-angle grinder, and this is the quickest method that I know how to get rid of what's down there to where I can see what's really going on. It takes a little while and a little manpower to do it. It'll get most of that rust off the first time to where we can actually see what's happening.
Dogs! Yeah!
We've got some of that rust and stuff off there, but you can see where that old seasoning was there to begin with. We'll have to keep working on this. You got to get it down to where it is smooth metal finish to start over. That way it's got no impurities left sticking there to it, and it's going to re-season a whole lot easier. After cleaning this up a little, I noticed, and it sort of saddens my heart, there is a hairline crack right here. So I'll probably just end up hanging this piece after all. In the past, and y'all have heard me say it, you know, you got something that you just can't clean up, throw it in the fire. Well, folks, we ain't gonna run off and leave it in that fire with that thing blazing for 3.5, 4 hours or overnight just sitting there smoldering. No, about an hour in a good hot fire and you'll take everything off that. That skillet will be purified again. If it's an old piece that means something to you, a family heirloom that's been passed down to generation and it's pretty thin, don't throw it in that fire because there's a risk it could crack. You know, you can clean these in a self-cleaning oven if you're just starting out like that and you've got one that's really rusty or got a lot of buildup even on the outside and the inside both. Just put it in a self-cleaning oven on a wire
Oh my
rack
god.
in a
I just saw, this is such a goddamn good apron. That is such an amazing apron. It's true though. I've been to a fancy restaurant and I paid like $300 and they brought out these little fucking, like, here's your meal, and it's like fucking 3 quarters stacked on top of each other, looks all fancy, and a French guy's like, and I'm like, okay, that's like 1 bite. Where's my fucking food? Give me trash food. Make me fat and shit my ass. Thank you.
sheet pan, and that way everything that falls off of it won't be falling down there in the oven itself. It'll fall in that sheet pan. So we're going to get us a paddle wheel on there, which is really a polisher, but it too will get some of that rust and let me get deep down into the corners of that skillet or the edges of it down there at the bottom where the seam comes in. See, we're getting down to this bare cast iron there, and that's where we're at. And them little ridges that you might see in there, they're smooth, but we'll buff this out before we ever get plumb finished with it. But all this has got to come off. We got to get back down to bare metal, so I'll see y'all when it's done and looking shiny.
I wonder how long this is taking.
That old paddle wheel sort of got wore out and it got pretty hot, so I switched to a different one, got a new one on there. You're going to get into your cast iron just a little, but you can go back and buff that out and finish it with that paddle wheel, but just try to get all the rust off you can.
Yeah, somebody said like these last decades, and it's
just
like it's
polish
a
this thing
massive,
down to
like
where you could get it to where it's
20-pound
just as
hunk
smooth
of
as
iron.
possible, no rust, no buildup, no nothing.
It should
And you
probably
can
last
see
forever.
There's a few scratch marks in there, but folks, them are not going to make any difference. They're not deep enough to do anything really that will just adhere seasoning first to that spot. Well, run your fingers over there, make sure there ain't no humps, bumps, anything like that. I went back, just some 200 grit sandpaper and just sanded it just a little just to smooth it up and give it a little more polish and shine. Now, when you're grinding with one of these, and if you just sit there in one spot, sure, it's going to eat into that cast iron, especially if you tilt it up just a little to try to get in them nooks and crevices. And I wasn't paying a little attention. I got a little deep over here on one side.
Oops.
But I went back and polished all that out. So if you do that, just use a little less pressure when you're going back around on here and just get it smooth as possible. Or if it's not very much, just get you some 80 grit sandpaper and put on there. Just polish it back, you'll be good.
I'm just doing a close-up here on the mustache.
It's a lot of soot got in there and stuff that come off there. Yeah, pretty nasty job. I'd recommend you're going to do this, wear a mask. I was pretty...
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
That's like what you call that? Hindsight. Yeah, when you're looking behind you. Now comes the most important part of the whole process. Begin to re-season, to build up that season to where this skillet will last forever. Now that we've got her all cleaned up there from the outside, let's take it in there, rinse it out with good hot water. We want to make sure we've got all that dust out of it. Then we're going to place it over there on a burner.
Yeah, it is nice how it keeps all the parts where he fucks up.
Get you a good soft rag that won't leave any lint in there. And let's get it good and dry. We're going to let the skillet heat up. You need to have preheated your oven to 400 degrees before you start this process. When it comes to a point to where you can barely just tap that skillet with your fingers and keep it on there, it's time to add a little grapeseed oil. And I'm going to use a little more the first time than I ever will again, but we want to make sure we get that bottom coated well, try to get it around them sides. We want to take us a good paper towel that's not going to leave any lint in there and get it around the bottom and the sides everywhere. We will do the inside and the out both. Make sure we don't leave any excess oil because that'll just puddle up and make a sticky, gummy mess. We're going to put it back on that burner after we got that oil wiped around, and when you can see that smoking start to take place, turn that burner off, give it one more wipe around there. The reason I like to use grapeseed is because really it has a really high smoke point, but also it bonds to cast iron really well. Now I've used lard, I've used bacon grease, I've used avocado oil, but I always go back to grapeseed oil. Use flaxseed for a while, but overuse in time, you'll see flax begin to crack there as it goes across.
Cows!
You got her ready to go. Get you a wire rack. We're going to slip her in there. We've oiled the inside and the outside. We're going to let it go for 1 hour. And then we're going to let it come to room temperature right there in that oven. When it's cool, we're going to drag it out, start this process again. When you look at this the first time, you'll see that we have a little gold and bronze color coming. Be sure you buff it after you get it out of that oven when it's cool. That way things are always going to remain smooth. And then we're going to put it over medium heat one more time. And we're going to add a little grapeseed oil. And we're going to rub it around the bottom and the sides and again on the outside. And you want to do this a minimum of 4 times.
Huh.
Making progress, we are. 4 times we've been in and out of the oven. And say, we didn't turn solid black all at one time.
Holy
but you
shit.
can see it is gradually getting there. But there's a few points I think we need to go over because they're really important. Number one thing is, what condition is your cast iron in? Is it not too bad because you think you maybe so could clean it up with a little coarse sea salt and a brush and a paper towel? If it's in a little worse shape that the salt won't take out, get you some 80 grit sandpaper on one of them little vibrating sanders, or you can even do it by hand. Rinse it out, see where you're at. Worse than that, hey, you can try electrolysis. A lot of people do. I don't recommend it because I've never used it before. But after that, if it gets really bad, you have the grinder brush like I did.
Quantress asks, why are restoration videos so popular exactly?
Folks, just be really
it's personally satisfying to see your labor.
Reacts to fire. If it's an old antique piece, I wouldn't recommend it because it can crack.
Result in direct
the biggest problem that I see when people are re-seasoning or starting over from scratch with a skillet or a Dutch oven is they use way too much oil. The more you season, the less oil it's going to take every trip. And I think most of all, you need patience, because this is not going to come out of the oven the first trip solid black like black gold. No, even you see this one, not even after 4 trips. It may take 10 trips, 20 trips, but after 4 trips, you could use this. Now, I'm not talking about putting something in there acidic. I'm talking about frying some potatoes or frying some bacon in there, something that's got a grease base to it that's going to actually help that cast iron absorb more season while you're using it. You know, the biggest and best thing you can do after you've got this seasoned about 4 times is deep fry in it. Deep fry you some fried potatoes. I mean, put you some grease in there, get a pretty good level, get it to about 350 degrees, and when you're maintaining that temperature, you're automatically giving this skillet what it needs. It's getting to penetrate that iron and get more coatings on it. Hey, fry them taters, call me over, I'll be there. Well, you've got it seasoned 4 times. You've come out of that skillet. I told you you could use it. You've deep fried in it.
Oh, hey, I need to answer a question that I saw earlier. Someone asked, how the fuck did anyone ever figure this out? Well, fun fact, people started to pull iron out of the ground and make it into metal. And that was really cool because iron's super heavy and durable. But iron rusts like shit immediately. Like, immediately. And cooks who were using cast iron were like, my fucking shit is super good and durable, but it falls apart instantly. And at some point, they realized that, hey, you know, the pans that I'm cooking with, that I cook all the greasy fucking fatty shit in, those ones aren't aging at all. And then you do that over like 600 fucking years. And eventually, after enough tries, somebody figures it out.
Now let's do what we call reseasoning every trip, you know, too? And I'm not talking about putting it back in the oven. As soon as you get through cooking, wipe out any excess grease you have with a paper towel. Steam in hot water, clean it off. So when you've got that skillet on a burner and you reach down there and you can't put your finger on it no more, turn it off. Put a little dab of grapeseed in there. A good paper towel or a towel that don't leave any lint in there, wipe it around the bottom, the sides, and if you need to do the outside here, go ahead and do this. This is what you're going to do every time you cook in it. You don't have to use grapeseed oil. You can use avocado oil. You can use olive oil. You can even use bacon grease, lard. But if you do use bacon grease or lard, remember, if you don't use this every day, and say you put a lid on it, that will eventually turn rancid. I do prefer grapeseed oil, but you can go back and forth with any oil and you're not going to hurt it. Just remember that you've built that initial base up. Let's keep it that way. Now, if we hadn't helped you out and answered some of your questions on this deal, be sure and go back and check out our cast iron playlist, because folks, we have a lot of tutorials there that'll walk you through from buying to taking care to cooking in it. We have probably got it all covered in there for you. But be sure and go back and check out the Beagle video that we did last week with the Lincoln County Humane Society. You know, we had this campaign going to where all
oh my God, this guy's so fucking nice.
Donations to the Lincoln County Humane Society.
It sucks so bad his house burned down.
Over $52,000 was raised, and it's still coming in. So we appreciate you, each and every one. Go back and watch that video. I know the big is be tail wagging up there in heaven to see you do it, but it is with pride, honor, and privilege that I tip my hat to all the servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag a flying. Rest of you, come on in here, get close. I'm not going to hit you with the skillet, but I might get close. You can restore cast iron if you take a little time and got some patience. God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the cast iron trail.
Yay! America and pans. Oh, God damn it.
Have you ever had this experience?
No.
Your hair just isn't long enough? Especially outdoors. True.
No! I'm bald! I got my hair cut today! Oh my God.
Whoa. But I've discovered standard shampoo. It resists your hair. It resists color. It resists conditioning. It resists L'Oreal. Because preference is fake. You'll see. Oh, worth it. Have you ever had preference? The shampoo, the color starts rich, but the week after the color's fading. It's brassy and it's weak, from roots to ends.
This is like 10 minutes long.
Shampoo after shampoo, week after week after week after week. But I've discovered fade-resistant shampoo by Leader Al. So keep your color-resistant preference.
This is too long for
shampoo
this.
that just isn't worth it. Have you ever had hair? See, so your hair out.
It's because I'm bald.
I understand that there are things that I don't understand. For example, theoretical physics or how to make friends. But I do know that the world is not flat, that vaccines work, and listening to people tell me otherwise is admittedly a guilty pleasure of mine. Whether it's conspiracy theories or horoscopes, I love watching people pour their heart into something they genuinely believe in, only for me to go, I disagree. But please, continue. There are some beliefs that I don't agree with, but are absolutely fine to believe in, like thinking bucket hats look good on someone. But I think we can all agree that some beliefs can be incredibly damaging to a person, or even humanity as a whole, like the
You know what's really annoying? You know what's really annoying? When somebody that you would otherwise agree with is so cringe that you just want to stop thinking about the topic entirely. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. All right.
anti-vaxxers or racists. So I discovered a new trend, and I'm not...
Then he cuts to the fidget spinner. You know what's the... I was just talking to Paige earlier that there is somebody in this chat right now whose parents specifically did not vaccinate them so that they wouldn't get autism. So instead, they got sick and also still had autism. Yeah, it's Fishmonger! Hey, yeah! I was talking about you to Paige earlier. Womp womp. You showed them, Fishy. You showed them. Can we last 17 more seconds?
Not sure if it's just kids being kids or a mentally damaging belief system, but I'm still going to talk about it and explain to my audience the importance of critical thinking and to notice the red flags and dangerous beliefs.
I have 5 more seconds.
So what am I talking about? I unfortunately fell down a rabbit hole and discovered a community of mostly kids on a phone application called TikTok doing something...
Oh my god. Okay. I can't. 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 I know it's about reality shifting. You know what? Hold up a second. This is bad enough that I feel like shame is appropriate. Hold on. Hold on, I'm going back to my Twitter post. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Wait, what? Where'd it go? They fucking deleted their fucking tweet! Oh! Oh, you fucking asshole! Oh, it's no longer here! No, wait, no, it's right there. Retro DLC! It's right here, sorry. Retro DLC. Shh. Bad. Boo. 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 Bad video. Paige just sent me a photo of the ugliest couch I've ever seen in my entire life. I hope she's watching the stream right now. Baby, please come on. No. That, oh my god. Oh my god, that is hideous. And also, we have nowhere to put that couch. Ugh. Alright. It's so cute. No, it's not. Alright. Paige, do you know what happened to the last couch we got that we didn't know where it would go? It became the dog's couch. And then you were like, oh, I hate that the dog is on the couch. And it's like, well, we don't let him on our regular couch. So he goes onto the other couch. That was a couch. The dog could use it. You know what, Paige? You know what? Geef could. You know what? Geef would look great on this couch you sent me. I think he would look great just beating it on this couch. Just foaming at the mouth. We should get it.
Once upon a time, the planets in the fates and all the stars aligned. You and I ended up in the same room at the same time. And the touch of a hand lit the fuse of a chain reaction of counter moves to assess the equation of you. Checkmate, I couldn't lose. What if I told you none of it was accidental? And the first night that you saw me, I knew I wanted your body. I laid the
Oh wait, is this a real song? Wait, this is a Taylor Swift song? What are you people, stupid? Here, we can watch it with no video. No audio. Exciting, isn't it? You know? I thought today would be different. But it's not. Yeah, I'm also shocked that Moog beat the allegations. That's genuinely astonishing. No longer the Moog Lester. Good video. Good. You had 10 minutes of good video and skipped it. I don't know what to tell you. What good video is that? Are you talking about thoughts on reality shifting or the YouTube poop about me being bald? The YouTube poop? Louis, really? Am I the opinion? Am I insane that I'm like YouTube poops are funny if they're 45 seconds long? Like the idea of one being 10 minutes long is just like, yeah, okay, it's very it's very random. Penguin of Doom, yes, okay, I got you.
Ted. Oh my god, put some pants on. It's 41 degrees in here. The heater's crapped out. There's something wrong with the heater.
No way.
This?
If he was gonna eat her, I'd have something to say about that.
You're not gonna feel it, but you're gonna freeze. You dingus.
Whoa, this animation's weird.
You fool. You nincompoop. You numbskull. You, churlish, folly-fallen bladder. You dunce. You scruffy, mewling, folly-fallen...
You already used that one, dipshit.
That wood looks like it won't catch light from the wet on it.
Paige, what are you doing here?
Good morning, Miss Janet. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
That log's too wet.
Paige, what do you know about wet logs?
Oh, maybe. You've got a good eye.
Well, I was just gonna offer. I don't know if, well, my son-in-law, you know, he usually shovels my driveway. Lord knows it's like a reason to get out of the house right now if he's snowed in with Melanie. But he can't make it because he's snowed in. And I was just wondering, I got some cocoa over here, and if you or Theodore wouldn't mind clearing out my driveway, or if you, I was just gonna offer, if you want to hear about this new hit they gave me, we can just chat out here.
Paige says, quote, I'm so mad.
They told me it's got 3 different modes on it.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Oh, well, I was curious if you and the big one would want to come out.
Oh, I heard you. We'll be out soon. Ted's not up yet, and the heating's screwed up, so I'm trying to warm up the house a bit. So if we could have just a little while, then
the
we'd
lights
love
is
to help.
out, son.
Do what? What you say?
Somebody said, you know, furries made this because it's impressive but cringe.
I thought.
Also, the
Didn't I
person
shut
who
that
made
door?
this is a fan of Resident Evil because those are Resident Evil door sound effects. And these are pre-rendered backgrounds. Oh, I had that computer. Oh, that's that good noise. Oh, wow, even the fan noise, that's good.
Fine.
Accomplish that.
I wonder what this is supposed to be. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Tobes, are you up?
Yep.
Miss Janet needed her driveway shoveled and she gave me cocoa after.
Yeah.
Gotta give her mugs back, but... Hey!
Hi, babe.
Hey!
Good morning. Did you shovel our elderly lady neighbor's driveway in that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I had the hoodie zipped up at first.
That's bad for a few reasons.
No, it really isn't that cold. I'm alright, Tobes.
That's not...
What are you doing with the computer, honey bunch?
I'm sorry. It's 39 degrees in this house, and I...
Oh, this probably isn't good for it.
I'm sorry.
That's a whole village of people working in there. We gotta make sure they don't work too hard.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little village.
Oh yeah, no, this is the gay
Thank you, Teddy.
Yeah.
That was nice of you.
Oh, Chuck.
Just the one, Chuck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Oh man, that just the super hard burst right at the end. Holy shit. Do you need to say when it's gay, when it's furries? Yes, there are furries that are straight. That is a thing. It is real. I've seen it. I've seen it. Straight people are real sometimes.
Progress report. It's an older code, Skipper. I can't make it out.
Damn it, I can read that.
Higher mammal. Can you read?
No, Phil can read though. Phil?
Use overdrive for standing punch, kick, slash, head slash, dust, kick, slash. Dragon install!
That's great. Oh, Guilty Gear. Oh, that video Dead Asna submitted 4 times is here.
Command, this is AR-26710. Please respond. I don't think they'll respond.
Hey, that's a robot.
What should we do? We're the only survivors around. No matter what, we have
This
to get
doesn't
in
look
touch
like
with the
Honkai
others.
Star Rail.
If that's the case, it'll be faster this way, right?
Hey, you.
I understand.
Like, it
Article
literally
4 of
says
Kombat's military
it's Honkai Star
regulations.
Rail, but I don't remember
Leaving
Honkai Star
copies
Rail
is
looking like this.
strictly prohibited. This way, we'll be discovered very quickly. Even though we'll be punished.
Wow, 2 gay
be
videos back to back.
How many times is this for you now?
That's crazy.
Leaving the cockpit like this.
Am I getting paid for this ad? No. Someone in the chat pay me for this ad.
Article 2 of Plymouth's military regulations. Remain on guard. Article 4. Leaving the cockpit is strictly prohibited. Do you have a death wish?
A Firefly Type 5 personal escort model. Very nice.
You're the odd one out now.
You can't connect to command either. Why don't you join us?
No thanks. I'll just pretend I didn't see anything.
What's this?
The robots were
I
much
picked it up
more
on the
interesting.
battlefield. It seems to be a civilian device. Even though it's no longer working. And the lens is scratched.
You know,
If you
I'm
look
kind
through
of
the
shocked
lens,
whenever
it feels
people
like
talk about the
looking at a whole
MiHoYo like
different world.
video stuff.
Lens?
No wonder you wear those weird goggles.
It always seemed like super,
I have
super
other
highly
reasons, too.
animated
If everyone
shit.
looked the same,
And this
how
is
would we
just
tell
like
each other apart?
a Flash
Your
cartoon
hair is very unique.
with somebody's Ava
Thank
OCs.
you. I've been growing it out. The length is also proof of your experience.
Where's the
But sometimes it gets in my eyes.
where is the fancy
I'm not sure
animation?
if I should put it up. Your turn. Are you really not going to say anything?
Asuna picked the cheap one? Yeah, Asuna, why'd you pick the cheap
Comms are
one?
back up. Article 8. Surviving knights should immediately return to their units.
Because like you had one shot to get like a one of these in here, and now I'm just gonna never put a Honkai Star Genshin in here ever again.
Looks nice. It really suits you.
I hope we can see stars on the next battlefield.
No, it's too no, it's too late now.
Probably not. What if the war ends? Then we should be.
Oh my god, this makes no sense. I have no idea what they're talking about. That's a warframe, though. That looks like a warframe.
What should I say? I wish us all a triumphant return.
Who the fuck is that? Wow! Holy shit! What the fuck was that?
Well, hey there, folks, and
Oh, god
welcome
damn it.
back. I guess. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, these sugar sausages never seem to work out. And I agree with you.
Oh my
Usually
god,
what
it's
happens
this
is the
fucking
sugar
guy
ends up
again?
burning
Oh
before
god, no.
The sausage has an opportunity to cook, but this time is going to be different.
Oh,
because
fuck.
This time, we're going to keep all the sugar inside of here instead of grinding it all up like we normally do. We're going to grind up the pork and then we'll throw in a gusher or two. Just for the visuals, but the gusher sausage will be made of whole gushers. No, Mrs. Sausage, I don't want to pick up your parents from the airport. They're your parents. Oh, this grinder, it's... You still got a lot of life left in you. Come on.
Why didn't he?
We're done.
Why didn't he wait
When
for it
I
to
say we're
thaw?
done. And what gusher sausage would be complete without a little help from our friend the Salt and his brother, Mr. Pepper?
Is this what you guys
that
do in your
looks- that
spare
looks
time?
better. All right, let's see what this looks like.
This is what you guys are up to?
Well, you know, the thing about this
Don't put
is
your
not a
fucking
whole
hand in
heck
there.
of a lot's
Don't
happening
put
here.
your fucking hand in there.
I think we may have made the right call. Crushed up gushers was just not gonna get us there. Oh, good lord. Yeah, it just wasn't in the cards. Gross. Fine. 2 sausage for my shirt. 2 sausage for my shirt. So sausage it hurts. Oh, it's difficult to come out. Come on. Get up there. Oh, there's the gusher water. In 3, 2, 1. Let's sausage. Oh, there we go. I think it's clogged with gushers. We haven't reached the end, but that thing is, the sausage tube is just, it's not pushing out anything more. Clogged with gushers. I'm hitting gusher. With special thanks to today's Markboxalo box artist, this guy. Man, I've been ignoring the Reddit community. I gotta hang out there more often. There's a ton of good stuff in there. But will it blow? No, it blew. But I mean, come on now. That's not a. Oh, I guess there's a little mark on there. There's a little mark on there. So I'm gonna have to give that will it blow 1 mark Ruffalo. Hey, handsome. Ashes for sausage. I got a feeling we're gonna need a whole lot of oil for this.
Oh my god, that's...
All right, we're gonna do 10 minutes on each side, low and slow. Here we go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We gotta burst.
A pig died to make this.
The good news is the burst seems to be clogged up by a gusher. Well, there goes that berry. Man, I tell you what, sugar does not like being sausage. But let's open it up and see how we did. Whoa, that's a swing and a miss. When you land right on a gusher, it's no good. All right, I'm expecting big things out of this sausage. Here we go! Well, we finally did it. We made a sugary sausage that's pretty gosh darn good. For some reason, it just works with gushers. The hard outer shell of the gusher mostly maintained the sugary syrup inside, and the artificial fruit flavor is doing a real good job flavoring this sausage. It works well with the salt and pepper. It almost tastes like pineapple.
Getting hungry,
and pork.
Paige?
It's really good. Of course, some measures need to be taken.
Paige in the chat says, looks like
some
mold.
issues here. But I'm gonna
Sounds
have to
like
give
somebody's
this sausage
hungry.
Here a 4 out of 5.
Bop, 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 bop.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a sausage, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk.
Question marks after the Hades cut.
I literally saw this
Why'd
yesterday.
you click it?
Me and Paige saw
Why did I
this
do that?
yesterday.
I don't even know. I have a sense of adventure in video games that does not exist in real life.
Yeah, that's Jahara Jade. I love that he's a question mark on the menu.
No, I'm sorry. What? No! Oh my god. This is the worst trip. What a nightmare. I'm so sorry. There's somebody at my front door and they're gonna be so concerned for me. Oh no.
You know what I love about Sephiroth is his fake health bar.
I give up.
Hold on, let me get it. So Seph has this purple health bar, which is the highest a health bar color can go in Kingdom Hearts, but his actual health bar extends all the way out to here. So when you fight him, you have to get through all of this invisible health bar before it starts to actually drain on this one. So for the first minute of the fight, he appears to be completely invincible. And then after you do that, you get to here and it goes like purple, then blue, green, yellow, red. He's got like 6. It's ridiculous.
I give up.
Yeah, no, that fight is one of the best extra bosses
Twice
ever.
a day, every day, plus Chopra's techniques every day. And that's
Who's
50
Chopra?
years. Dr. Chopra, Deepak.
Oh, Deepak.
Yeah. This is 50 years. From January 21st.
Is that the guy who yelled at
You
the
do it
dude
every
outside
morning?
the
Every day,
museum?
morning and evening.
You know, David Lynch is really into
Yeah.
it.
Well, we
Have you been
went
to his
the
institute
concert.
in Iowa?
Yes. Well, that's where I was.
You
I
were
went to
there
the
in Iowa.
university. In my group, I was the first legitimate person to go up, which is about 2 feet up and about 2 feet forward. That's the the cities program, and I can do that on
you
foam.
can. Wait. You can levitate from.
Well, it's called flying.
You can fly.
Yeah. Not
meditating?
Like a lot, not like a bird, but enough that your body.
You got off the ground.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. About 2 feet up. Well, when we did the world tour of this,
Yeah.
they did 100 countries, and they did 1,000 cities.
And you did it for people around the world?
They did. I wasn't part of that, but I'm one of the people who learned.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we were at the UN, we brought in delegates from 50 nations. It's the United Nations.
Right.
And we had one of the grand halls of the United Nations. We took out 3 or 4 of the best flyers. We had them demonstrate.
So there are more
This
people
isn't
that can do this.
true.
Oh yeah.
They
No,
did it
there's
at the
millions.
UN?
This is
No,
lies.
we had a demonstration at the United Nations.
This is bupkis.
No.
No, you can't.
Look on the UN journal.
You can't
for the date.
fly.
That's lies. These are untruths. It is Bubkiss. Hey, I'll be right back.
You can.
The number is. Okay, 1 to 25. Destroy that. 0 not included.
Eat it.
We good?
Yeah, you're good.
It's got a marker on it.
We're not going higher or lower, are we?
No, you got to get it dead on.
All right, Jason, you go first.
22.
No.
17.
Nope.
Shit, that was my pick. 5.
No.
15.
No.
19.
Nope.
18. 3.
No.
12.
No.
7.
Nope.
13.
Nope.
11.
Nope.
16?
Nuh-uh.
So dumb.
1.
No. Fuck.
10.
No.
2.
Nope.
11.
Nope.
11 was already guessed.
23.
No.
21?
Nope.
24?
No.
22.
Nope.
I guess so.
22 was already guessed.
8?
No.
20.
No.
How is this possible?
Yeah.
11. Wait.
Oh.
He's already guessed like twice. 2.
No.
11.
Already.
No.
7.
No.
What if,
There's like one. There's like 5 numbers left.
6?
No.
9.
No.
12?
No.
8.
Nope.
I forgot. Oh, shit.
There's a strategy you could definitely implement.
Hey,
that would make
Just
it-
list them off in
Did
a
anyone
row,
guess
you
25?
freaks!
I don't know.
Is that your guess?
That is my guess.
Going.
No.
1.
No.
20. Already guessed.
10.
No, sorry. There's a lot of pressure on that box. Jesus Christ. 13.
No.
17?
No.
What the hell?
With this?
No.
No, he's not. He's seriously not.
Okay, all right.
I'm really enjoying this.
Awful.
Okay, 4.
4.
Yay!
You didn't say 4.
Oh, you guys were like 5.
You somehow said every number except that one. I wanted to say 4, but then I thought it had been said. God damn.
No pomegranates! No pomegranates! None! I don't want them anywhere near here. Am I clear? Say the rule again. No pomegranates! Say it. No pomegranates.
Your income tax might be 23%, but if your income tax is tied to the property market, I wouldn't admit that in this chat, okay? I'm just looking out for you. Capital gains, not property tax? Why you pay capital gains on the, I don't know, the tax code everywhere. You're not supposed to pay capital gains unless it's your principal, not your principal residence. You own 2 houses, you motherfucker! You admitting that shit in this chat? You gotta get to the safe. We got an escape tunnel under the stream. You gotta, there's a little, you pull open Das Kapital in the bookshelf, the bookshelf turns 90 degrees, you sneak in there, you close the bookshelf, and then you just keep running. Just keep running. There's a Cracker Barrel at the end. You'll be safe there. There's more of you there. But for now, just go and never look back.
That's really funny. Hey, that was a good edit. Good job, Bence. Yeah, somebody admitted to being a landlord in chat. Oh, hell yeah.
Politely asking the deli guy, Mr. Mayonnaise, for no mayo.
Hey, welcome to the deli, sweetheart. What can I make for you, okay?
Sorry, I work right around the corner. I keep seeing this.
Oh, you never been here?
No, but
This is Mr. Mayonnaise's mansion. The best sandwiches this side of where we are.
Okay. Well, I work at corporate right next door. Not corporate here.
Oh,
corporate.
corporate?
Yeah, Adidas corporate.
Big bucks over, yeah. Okay, I'm sure you'll be getting extra meat, Mrs. Corporate.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, I'll do the double ham. Can I send the lettuce for spinach?
Oh, of course, yes.
Okay, great. And then I think I'm gonna do mustard for sure.
Oh, right, nice.
And I'll do the vinegar and the olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Okay.
that's
Are you sure?
good sauce. Sauce-wise.
Are you sure that's it?
I'll get the mayo.
That a girl, that's my girl. Come on.
And, oh, you know what? Actually, take the spinach off. That's fine. And you can just do the
Nice.
lettuce and then the mayo off. And then
Okay.
I think that's good.
That last part?
Yep.
I don't understand why everyone is so obsessed with mayonnaise.
Hey, listen. Hey, no, it's locked. That's not gonna work in here.
reception.
I'm gonna cut this off there. What an incredible choice.
Like, why
Trying to be
why
sneaky, trying
must
to get
put
in and get it
mayo?
out.
Yeah.
Oh, not on Mr. Mayo's watch.
Mr. Mayonnaise is packing.
What, like,
yeah,
why
egg and
must?
cheese with S&P. I'm at a points for the both of you.
今日一日自動追尾するね。お。
Feels like an appropriate response. Okay, I'm out of here.
This is so far beyond the books you need to return now. You just lit a librarian on fire. Get back here.
Listen, in my eyes, you're already on fire.
Where'd you go?
Trying to butter you up
There
a
you
little
are. Claire, where'd she go? Claire, she must have gone back up the stairs. Claire. Oh, I guess I'll go back upstairs. Wait a second. You get back here, little lady. Where'd she go? She must have gone back up the stairs. I must tend to my books. It's a good thing she's not Wait a second. Claire, return your books to the library. Where'd she go? God, well, I guess I'll get back to the shelves and attend to my keeping of books. Wait a second. Get back here. You need to return your copy of 101 Magic Tricks to do it. Where'd she go? Oh, dang it. Oh, no, this is a game of mental ping pong. Am I having a panic attack? Claire, there you are. I found you after searching for so long. I need that book.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the parking permit, and then
It was a beautiful morning in Los Santos. Freight was just finishing a run when he noticed a brown streak, who Freight could see was on the verge of an existential crisis. "Are you feeling well?" asked Freight. "I can't complain," said Brown Streak, but he said it unconvincingly. Freight wanted to cheer his friend up. Freight wanted to cheer his friend up, and eventually Brown Streak spoke up. "I love my branch line," he said, "but I can't help but wonder what's beyond the blockade that stops us from entering Las Venturas." Freight tended to the little brown streak and said that sometimes the best travels are those we can only dream about. But Brown Streak wasn't listening. He was too busy thinking about how he was going to charge through that blockade the moment an opportunity arose. Later that day, Brown Streak was getting ready for his usual run, where he'd deliver cargo like half a mile down the line because none of the map was unlocked yet. He was just about to start when he felt something fall onto him. Ah! He looked back. It was one of the local gang members. Ow! And another. Ah! And another. One of the gang members ran to the front of Brown Streak and kindly asked him to drive as fast as he could. "Can you do that for me?" he asked politely. "Oh, yes," said Brown Streak, while somehow making eye contact. And just then, a motorbike pulled up alongside Brown Streak, and CJ the driver let out a sigh, as if to say this wasn't the first time he'd done this today. Brown Streak raced away like never before, much to the annoyance of the chasers. But they didn't give up. "We've got to get those fools," said the heavier set one. "Follow that train." And the race was on. Presently, a Glendale was taking a break on the crossing while his driver was... Oh. Suddenly, everyone began to fire their weapons. Bang, bang, daka, 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 bang, 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 with the heavier set one not hitting anything whatsoever. One of the gang members slipped and was clinging on desperately to Brown Streak. At last, they had a perfect aim of one of the gang members when... That was Freight, who wasn't stopping to say hello.
Is that Trevor?
He wasn't used to high-speed chases and bike shooting at him. He had begun to give up all hope when suddenly, just around the corner, his luck started to change. There was a barrier blocking the other track. "Take the high road on the right," said the heavy-set fellow. They managed to dodge the barrier just in time. "Look, that fizzling firebox is out! CJ, the train!" he yelled as an oncoming train came from the other side in a hurry. Brown Streak could see Las Venturas. It was far away in the distance, but to Brown Streak, it looked closer than ever. The gang members mustn't have known about the blockade on Frederick Bridge, and when they found out that their path was blocked, they had horror on their faces. But Brown Streak wasn't ready to give up on his dreams. "I'm gonna ice these fools, man," said the heavy-set fellow. "You've done it! Hooray!" cheered the gang members. Brown Streak's face was a little sore, but as he chuffed away to a new adventure, he couldn't be any happier. CJ and the heavy-set fellow weren't allowed on the other island and slowed to a halt. But they were still determined. "We'll try again tomorrow," said the heavy-set fellow. "After all you have to do is follow the damn train, CJ."
Yay! That's great. That's a good video.
Thought you wanted to learn to play Magic. I already know how to play Magic. I was the cute girl at the game store that all the nerds had a crush on. I kept a bottle of Febreze in the store. They would be having like a Yu-Gi-Oh or a Magic tournament, and they all were like, "Oh, it's Pumpkin. She's gonna be here for Friday Night Magic. I better bring my rares so she can see how very cool and popular I am. I better bring my rares case. Oh, what if she asks to see my legendary? Stop it. I will never ask to see anything that you've touched. I promise." I would walk around the tables, and then if I got to somebody that was particularly smelly, I would stop right behind them, right in their chair, and be like, and then I would just keep on walking, so every single person knew you were the stinky one. "Go home, Stinky. Put some water on it. Come back." Once I started doing the spicy spray of shame, they would go home after that particular tournament, and the next time they would show up to the store, they would be smelling lavender and blossoms.
Great!
Because they were so embarrassed that the hot girl at the store called them out for being a stinko. And it worked! The other problem was the cologne stink. Those were the people that were actively coming up to the counter during non-tournament days and being like, "So Pumpkin, you know, pop collar, fedora, m'lady, I was just wondering if I could see your rares box today." Yeah, I guess I can get it for you. If you need help, don't hesitate to ask me. I've been playing Magic since I was like 8 years old, okay? And so if you need help figuring out which ones are rare and which ones aren't, you can just ask me. Bro, I work here! I know the difference between a rare and an uncommon and a common. I work here. Stop. You're gross. Here's your box. Are you sure there's an uncommon in the rares box, m'lady? Yeah, it's probably a mistake. I'm not the only employee here, and we have thousands of cards. Are you sure you I don't need anything from you. We're good. Let me know when you want to ring up. It is the most condescending thing. My favorite ones were the ones that came in with their grandfather's trench coats, because we'd have the windows open, and then you hear the My guy, it is 98 degrees in the summer and you're wearing a dirty trench coat that looks like you pulled it out of the Narrows from Gotham City. Like, why are you like this?
Will there be anything else for you?
No. Uh-oh. I know. Yeah? Got a big boil on my butt and Big boil the size of a big red apple. Swelled to the max. Yeah. I was gonna ask Susie Q to take care of it, but not now. It's ready. Are you giving it up? Yes. Jeez. For real? Yes. Forget it. How'd you know I Lance Boyles? What? Come again? Do I know you? Listen, mister, for services to be rendered. My friend. For coffee, Alice, if you can call it that. When it chills, you ring it up, close the drawer. There you go.
Well, I know about that white hooker you got out in the truck.
Yeah, and you're next.
Anything else for you?
No way.
I am Mighty Keith.
Hey,
Good news,
Keith.
everyone. We have a new Assassin's Creed on the way. And it's going to be in Japan. Finally. Oh, my God.
Finally.
You are still a frog in a well who knows nothing of the sea.
This is a literal dream come true, bro. Yes, sir. After all this time, we're finally going to Japan. And I still gotta see you niggas. What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that, man? Damn. Hey, calm
I still
that
gotta
down,
be
bro.
around you.
Beast. Bro, what was that?
We go to Greece, and I get a greasy person. We go to France, we get a France person. So why can't I get a Japan person?
You do, though. You got two protagonists, and one's a native Japanese woman.
I said person, and women aren't real people.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah! I'm supposed to believe a small Asian woman.
Now he's making some sense. No, wait, no.
6 foot tall ninjas.
Okay, we're talking about Japan during the feudal era. Those dudes probably capped out at like 5'7". Where's my historical accuracy? Why is it so dark in here? Brother, in one of the games, we fight Anubis on a flaming horse. I think the real issue is, in order to get the Ultimate Edition, we gotta put down a damn mortgage payment. Why aren't we talking about that? I'm sick and tired of all this DEI in my game. What does that even stand for? Stands for
He should be
many niggas. That's not how acronyms work. Also, one of the missions is locked behind a season pass. Why aren't we talking about that? How am I supposed to blend in with a crowd of Asians being a 6'2" basketball person? The assassin part is when you're playing the Asian woman. They say it in the trailer. Has anyone even asked the Japanese how they feel? Why aren't we talking about that? It's too blatant. All right, they're trying to push an agenda and make everything woke. Now, I will admit, there are times these game industries will definitely pander to a certain demographic for some money, likes, or whatever. But it's not every single time you see a black person as a protagonist. Also, can you make your points without sounding incredibly racist? Monkey! Oh, I'm done here. See this modern media. I'm gonna go play a real samurai game.
Wait for it.
Like Neo.
Yep.
Or that's just crazy.
Okay, there it is. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's just fucking perfect. Oh, man. Oh, Keith does good shit. Yeah, no, we know Yasuke's also in Neo, man. That's the fucking joke. That's literally the... God damn it. I saw people saying that. That was like a real Twitter argument. Why can't it just not be woke like Neo? And it's like, he's in there. He's got a bear stand. He's cool. I think he's a bear. All right. Well, guys, it was better this week.